leaf. That is really beautiful, isn't it?
I always think a variegated plant draws your attention more than a non-variegated. It just steals the show a little bit.
It's just added interest, isn't it? There we go. This is absolutely going to steal the show. If your budget allows, maybe get 2 of these, because I think these are good for framing like an entrance.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
In an urn planter. I always say an urn planter for a cordyline. I don't know why, but that really, I love that.
I know what you mean. I want to get some urn planters, some really nice big one, a little bit rustic. You can't go wrong with that, can you? Well, maybe you're going to plant this. Let us know where you're going to put your cordylines. £15.29 if you're a club member. So 680305. That's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Right, okay. Should we move on to the next one here? The Euphorbia. I've actually got one of these, not the Miner's Merlot. I've got Silver Edge one.
Oh, nice.
And you know what? I planted it last year. It's massive now. You know, I've just always felt like it's good value for money.
It's one of the best things if you want something to grow quickly. Euphorbia is quite, you know, it's fast to fill a space. Doesn't take over, doesn't get massive, isn't invasive, but it will fill those gaps very, very quickly. Miner's Merlot, regulars, you know how much I love this, don't you? Because I have got this in my garden and I think it is a fabulous plant. Another one for year-round interest because this is evergreen. It holds onto that wonderful foliage all year round. Now, this one plant is going to spread by about 60 centimetres, about the same height as well, and it'll do that within probably the first year. It really does it very, very quickly. But the valuable thing here is, I know those leaves don't look like the picture, do they? But they will. This is the beautiful thing that happens with this plant, is it constantly sort of changes its colour through the seasons. Yes, you'll get these lovely deep Merlot colours, but then you'll also see the wonderful greens that you can see on the plant right now, almost some orangey tones in there. It flowers early on in the season. When did mine start? Probably about May, actually. And you get these sort of, they're almost like a lime greeny yellow colour to them, which against that dark foliage is absolutely wow. It looks incredible. And the other thing is, it is tough as nails. This plant can cope with pretty much anything that you throw at it. Drought tolerant once it's established. It can cope with heat. You know, there's a lot of plants that are suffering a little bit at the moment, aren't they, with all this heat that we're getting?
It's been very hot, isn't it?
My Euphorbia is doing absolutely fine. I don't pay it any attention.
I've actually neglected to water it towards, I don't know, even spring, actually, I think, and maybe a little bit, but it's just doing its own thing, and it looks fantastic, you know. But maybe go for the Miner's Merlot. There's something so decadent about that colour, isn't it? It's unctuous, beautiful, beautiful, deep colour. So for £12.74, and you can get a lot for your money there. You really do. What that can become, fast forward a year, wow, it's going to look stunning in your garden. So 511610, the Miner's Merlot. Oh, it's a cracking wine too. Do you know what? It's one of my personal favourites, just in case you're wondering. Right, we've got the Rose of the Week next.
Yeah, so new feature we've been doing for about a month or so now, where we bring a different rose every single week. And we bring it at an amazing price. And this one is phenomenal. You are getting a potted Harkness rose in the 4-litre pot for £16.99 if you're a club member, which is incredible.
A Harkness rose.
I mean, our RRP is £29.99, and you would pay that quite happily for a potted, you know, Harkness rose, particularly bearing in mind these are amazing breeders of roses. Now, the Sophie Rocas, or Roca, I don't know how to pronounce it.
That sounded good then, man. Should we run with that?
Let's go with it. I think this is a phenomenal one. First of all, I mean, look at the colour. That is a glorious shade of pink. I think it's an elegant shade of pink as well. I don't think it's brash. I don't think it's
not like a hot pink.
Childish.
It's like a lovely. Yes, it's not. It's a sophisticated blush. I would say. Yeah.
Beautiful. But then look at the edges of the petals. It's like somebody's taken pinking shears to the edges of them and given you that lovely ruffled edge there. Plus multi-layered as well. And the scent that comes from this rose is absolutely delightful. It's not. I'm not going to say it's the heaviest, strongest rose scent, but likewise, it's not weak.
It's a gentle presence.
It is lovely. It is the Goldilocks of rose scents. It's just right. It's perfect. It's a floribunda rose, which means you're going to get clusters of roses. So not like the hybrid tea where you get one rose at the end of one stem, you get clusters of them, and they sort of open in succession. In fact, I think on the one we've got here, yes, the one we've got here, there's one open, but there's also two within that cluster there, look. waiting to open up. So as this one fades, these two are then going to open up for you. And
so
roses
it's staggered, isn't it?
Yeah.
The blooms, beautiful.
And I mean, it's not quite open to the... We had one on here the other day where you could see the colour, and honestly, there will be a really beautiful deep pink shade from the bud, and then it opens up into this more elegant pink that you can see there. Now, roses are really easy to look after as well. Do you have any roses?
I don't actually, my parents do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're really simple, and they are beautiful.
So a bit of deadheading.
Yes, to be honest, that's it. I mean, I avoided having roses for ages because I grew up with an impression that roses were tricky and difficult and disease,
lots of people
loads
do.
of diseases and this, that and the other. But actually, they are super simple. Harkness, first of all, bring you disease-resistant roses. They've been pesticide-free since the mid-90s.
Right.
So, their breeding programme really does bring you the most disease-resistant roses you can possibly get. A bit of black spot occasionally I have to deal with, and you just remove those leaves, throw them in the bin, that's it.
Right.
The deadheading is nice and simple. When you're cutting back, and here's the tip, you may already know this, but when you're cutting back the flowers, find the 5-lobed leaf stem.
Okay.
Not the 3-lobed. Find the 5... You go back a little bit further than you think you're supposed to go back. That's going to help give you the vigorous growth from your plant and help it to keep flowering for you all the way through summer, right up until autumn. Feeding, watering, nice sunny spot in your garden, container growing or ground. Either works for roses.
Yeah, you might be starting a little rose garden section in your property. Who knows?
Oh, I'd love that.
It'd be lovely.
I'd love to have a big enough garden to have a whole section for
rose
roses.
garden.
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
That's the dream.
Walking around there with a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, it's lovely. That
Glass of wine.
Oh, glass of wine. Maybe a whirler.
Maybe not at 9:40 in the morning. But yeah.
No, maybe not. It's a bit too keen. But you know what though? If you want that charming pink, then this is going to be the one for £16.99. And when you say to someone this is a Harkness rose, I see them to be the pedigree of roses. It's 530545. Don't forget, folks, type in the code YGTV2625 just before you check out to get free postage and packaging. Not just on the rose, on everything we've got here live. In fact, you can shop ahead. If you go to YouGarden.com, click on the live button. In fact, let's show you. It's easier. Click on the button on the top right-hand corner, just there. Then scroll down. You can watch us as you're ordering too, and you can see all of these amazing deals we've got for you this morning. And Bex and I were here until 12:30. So any more questions, if you've got some of these already, then please send us in pictures. We'd love to see them. Yeah, 300 summer bulbs we got there. We've got Braeburn trees. We've got the Osteos there too. Yeah, love it. The Buddleias. We got the brown-eyed girl, the sunflowers. They're fantastic. The Pride of Madeira. I'm going to do it. I've been looking at that for a few weeks now. I need that in my garden. They are towers of beauty you've got there. Great reviews too. So yeah, if you want to get free P&P on that, then go for it. Just type in that code YGTV2526. Okay. Any more questions, just keep them coming through. That is an easy way to order. We've got some stunning planters on the show too, so if you're looking for some pots to complement your plants, then have a look at those too. Right, so that's the rose we've got here.
Yes, that's the rose of the week. Yeah, let's do it. Verbena bonariensis.
Yes.
A plant.
Glad you said that.
Everybody needs this in their garden.
Okay.
If you don't have this in your garden yet, Charlie, I'm going to recommend this to you because this is a phenomenal plant. Absolutely tough, absolutely resilient, completely winter hardy, but this is amazing. So what this is going to produce, and these are so vigorous, the growth you get on these.
So they're sturdy, they're easy to grow.
Really easy. Once you plant them, you can pretty much ignore them.
Nice.
You create these beautiful flowers on here. Now, it's a tall, willowy plant. This one plant will reach, I mean, your height.
Really?
Quite happily in one season.
5'11", I round it up to 6 foot.
Okay, well, maybe my height.
Yeah.
I mean, it might do, actually.
Right.
So I planted these a couple of years ago, and it's amazing how quickly they grow. And they create this sort of open, willowy structure. So Stu always calls it borders without barriers. It's a plant that plays really nicely in your mixed borders because it doesn't take over, it doesn't create a dense, thick bush of shrub and stuff.
Okay.
It actually plays really really nicely. Tall, willowy, open structure that you've got there with those gorgeous purple flowers on the end that pollinators adore. Plus, this will seed about as well.
Right, okay.
So you'll find you'll get little ones popping up all over the place. You can leave them where they are if you want that lovely, crazy, you know, sort of mad look going on. Or you can dig them up and then you can grow, you know, plant them somewhere else and let them grow there.
So you can move them around. Would you put them at the back of a border then?
I would go sort of, depending on the depth of your border, obviously, yeah, you want to go mid to back of border because it's going to get big. But the thing is, you could plant it mid-border because you can still see through it. That's the beautiful thing about it. This is where it really works in design schemes in gardens.
So it just complements everything else that's there.
And it is so tough, so hardy. You don't need to give it any extra winter protection. It's a herbaceous perennial, so it'll disappear underground in winter and then just reliably every single year just comes straight back up again. And during the growth season, you'll go outside and you'll look at it and go, oh, look, my verbena banana is coming up. You'll go out the next day and it's grown this much.
Like,
it's so quick. It just goes for it. And I know...
Oh, you're right, Bex. I need one of these.
I absolutely know the root system on there is phenomenal. It always is. Look, that is a rooty beauty. That one is so raring to grow. And I know that you'll get results from that now. I know we're in July now. Are we in July now?
Almost. Is it the 29th today?
Not quite July.
Yeah, a couple of days.
We're very nearly in July. That will romp away and you will get flowers this year, but then you'll get them every single year. Because it comes back reliably. You'll get I think you'll get 3 of them. We'll give you the details. You will get 3 of those Verbena bonariensis in the 9cm pots.
Well, do you know what? If you're looking for a bit of height in your borders, that is absolutely going to be the one Verbena.
It's so good.
Yeah, because I wasn't familiar with these actually. Honestly, I am into this. So 3 9cm pots, so 3 of them for £12.72. So 560910. Again, the YGTV 2625. Thanks so much for everyone who's watching. A big shout out to Olwyn who's watching, and it's her birthday.
Happy birthday, Olwyn.
Happy birthday. Hope you're having a lovely day.
Happy birthday, sweetheart. Hope you're all right.
Yeah, I hope you're okay. Have a lovely time and whatever it is you decide to do. What a lovely way to start our Sunday. Bit of gardening, bit of inspiration for your property.
And a celebration for a birthday.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, Olwyn, thank you very much. Right, are we looking at the salix, or should we do the fig?
Let's do the salix, shall we? The Hakuru Nishiki.
Oh, I love this.
I love that name.
Yeah. I'm glad you said it, not me.
Hakuru Nishiki.
Oh, good.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but...
It sounds good.
It's the Salix Flamingo.
It's convincing.
Or Smingo, if you want to shorten it.
The Schmingo, okay. This is beautiful.
I mixed my words up on a show once.
Right.
I just called it the Smingo, and now from then on it's become the Smingo.
It's easier to remember.
It is easier to remember.
These leaves are stunning.
I adore my Salix Flamingo. It is amazing. Now, this produces... This is all about foliage, and I know we're getting into the summer months, and all the flowers are starting to come through. You know, the lilies are popping up, and getting the first dahlia flowers, and the roses are looking amazing.
It's an exciting
We're getting all the pop of colour going on from the flowers, aren't we? This is about foliage, and you can get the most amazing displays in your garden from purely foliage plants. And you'll get an array of colours from this one as well. Look at that centre where you've got the sort of deeper greens going on, but then you get the variegation with the creams. And then as this opens up into what I always call the firework explosion, that's the shape that it creates, you get those pink, salmon, gorgeous flamingo pink tips on the edges there. And that looks like that from spring right the way through to autumn, going into winter when it does drop its leaves. But then, please don't be put off by the fact that this is a deciduous plant. In winter, it has these lovely kind of pinky coloured stems to pinky colour to the stems.
So you've still got a little bit of warmth.
There's a little bit there. I mean, look, it's nothing to write home about, but it is just something.
It's better than nothing, isn't it?
It's better than nothing. Yeah. And it is tough. This is a ridiculously hardy plant, not something you need to, you know, mollycoddle or fuss over. It does need watering well while it's establishing. It is, you know, it's part of the willow family, so we know they like water. Keep it regularly watered while it's establishing. But honestly, now mine's doing absolutely fabulously. It's not one of the plants I go out to. You know, every day we're out watering at the moment, aren't we? Because it's really hot. You have to keep on top of it. It's becoming a bit of a bore, isn't it? Having I
quite like it. Have a drink, and you know, just in the evening, I find it quite tranquil. Actually, it's one of my favourite times of the day.
Oh, I've got 6 million pots. It's driving me a bit nuts at the moment.
That's a job, isn't it?
It is driving me a bit mad. But look, this is not one that I have to go out and mollycoddle. You know, it's fine. Once it gets established, you don't have to worry too much about this. Now, it can be grown in pots if you want to. Absolutely, you can go for a nice big pot for it. I say big just because obviously the height this will get to, you need something nice and deep at the base to stop it from blowing over in the wind. But yeah, a nice big pot for this, or these look phenomenal in the ground. And I love the idea, and I'm thinking about it in the new house, doing a line of them along a fence.
Come on, that would be classy, wouldn't it?
I think it looks amazing like that.
That'd be really good. We've got
and then you get that firework explosion there. But the great thing is with the standards, you can underplant, and particularly if you've got smaller gardens, great if you've got bigger gardens as well, but particularly in smaller gardens, it means you're making the most of your retail space in your garden. It's vertical space, but then you can still underplant.
I think this is my top 3 now. It's my top 3 on the show.
It's a brilliant one.
Because I've got a place with patio for a pot. Sounds like I'm just doing my gardening, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what we do. Don't worry, that's what we do, Charlie.
But it's just so inspiring. You just picture where it's going to be.
Oh yeah, this, Matt. I love this.
Wow.
Who is it? You took this picture, didn't you, Matt?
They do get big, don't they?
This is one of Matt's neighbours. We've turned Matt into one of those weird garden stalkers.
Yeah.
He now just goes out randomly and takes pictures of people's gardens. Yeah.
Oh dear.
I love it though.
We appreciate it.
Now those are neatly trimmed bushes, aren't they? Look at how, you know, they've got that lovely lollipop of colour going on up at the top there.
Give it a bit of
absolutely.
shaping.
And that looks amazing. I neglected to trim mine this year, so mine is a bit more wild and free this year.
Because people prefer that actually sometimes.
I like that look.
I like the sort of like the trimmed shaped
it's nice.
look. I've done it with my olive trees. I absolutely love the look of it.
And you only have to do it once a year. Okay. So I used to do it in autumn, and you can do it at the end. But actually, it looks nice if you leave it wild over winter and you give it a trim sort of late winter, early spring. Give it that trim then, and then you get that new growth, and that's how you keep it looking like that.
Fantastic. Although it's easy to maintain, but even when it's not flowery, I adore these leaves. They're beautiful.
Stunning.
You might be multi-buying these based on the picture we just seen. How about that as something to aim for your home? So £21, 24 pence. So that's in a 3 litre pot. It's 510-192. The Salix. That is beautiful. Do you know what? Anne loves the Salix too. You're saying on YouTube. Should we do some emails?
Let's have a look. Who's sending us pictures?
Should we see Ali G first?
Yeah. Hello, Ali. Are you okay?
Ali G, let me just connect this and we'll get it ready. But yeah, ygtv@yougarden.com is the best email address to get to us, and we can read them out for you live. Right, I've sent them. Hopefully we should be getting these. This is from Ali G saying, morning all. A few things looking good in our garden at the moment. Photos taken yesterday. I think that we all have the Nandinas, but not sure why one of them is nearly all red. It's not winter, even in West Yorkshire.
Random.
Mine
is actually still quite red as well. The Firepower Alley, mine's really quite red still as well. It should be all the luscious greens, but
because they change those leaves, don't they?
They do normally with the temperatures. So you know they tend to go the reddish colour when it's winter, but mine are still red when it's bright hot summer. Anyway, lovely lilies. Yeah. Oh, mine have all started opening up as well, Ali. They're so pretty. I hope they're really fragrant as well for you.
Oh wow, you've got loads, haven't you? This is fantastic.
What have we got up next? Oh, yeah. Oh, you've got all the Nandinas going on there. You've got the lemon. Oh, you've got the lemon and lime, the red light. You've got the Obsessed, and you've got the Firepower as well. Amazing! You've got the full collection. That's
magnificent.
So good.
Oh, it's so good. Honestly, this is what I love about being here. It's such an inspiring place. Oh, right now. Wow. Do you know what, you're going to get loads of them. Oh, I lost that one, sorry. Oh, hang on a minute. There we go.
I think it was an echinacea?
I think it could have been, yeah.
Let's have a look.
There we go. I've set a different one. Hang on, I'll try and find that one again. Okay.
That's the oleander
we got here. Oh, I love oleanders.
That's the beautiful oleander, yeah, the lovely pink one there.
Ali, great choice. Do you know what? We'll try and show you some more later on. Ali, thank you so much. They're lovely. John's been in touch too.
Oh, John in Cornwall.
John in Cornwall. Oh, John, I haven't been there for years. I'd love to go back there.
I keep saying I need to get back down to Cornwall.
This is what John's been growing.
Oh, those gorgeous dahlias. Oh, I love those ones because they're bright pink and against the dark foliage. I've got some of those as well, John. Looking forward to those coming.
They're lovely, aren't they? Wow, you have been busy.
Those are your gerberas. How lovely.
Yeah, the pink pots are really fun, aren't they, actually? I love it.
Yeah, the gerberas look amazing in those brightly coloured pots.
Do you know what? You got pops of colour in your garden.
You've got some amazing colour going on there.
Yeah. It's an apple on the right-hand side.
I think it might be.
How very
wow.
nice.
Oh, there we go. Look at all that colour. Looks like a geranium roseanne down the front there.
I've got some of those, and I've got that storage as well, actually. On another note, but oh wow, these are gorgeous.
Really hot colours you've got going on there, John, as well. Beautiful.
Do you know what, John? Thank you very much indeed. Keep them coming through. We'll read some more emails out as we go through the show. So yeah, ygtv@yougarden.com is the email address. Attach a photo, and we'll get them shown for you.
Yeah, we will.
Right. So we've seen the Salix, haven't we? Right now, the fig tree. Honestly, they are the most gorgeous things to eat. Figs with a bit of honey and so on.
Do you know what?
I
don't think I've ever eaten a fig.
Have you not? No.
I am 47 years of age, and I don't think I've ever eaten a fig. That's bad, isn't it?
Well, do you know what? They can vary, but if you get a nice one, just sliced with a bit of honey, people have it. If you like your hams and things, like deli sort of stuff, that is beautiful. So outside in the summer, people have it as starters and all sorts, but it's a fig. If you got a fresh, homegrown fig, they can be so sweet. They're gorgeous.
Well, hopefully, Charlie, I'm going to be able to do that because I planted this just a little while ago. Yeah, a couple of 6 weeks, 7 weeks, something like that. I do actually have one of these growing in my garden, and I think they are amazing. Do you know what? I don't even care if I get any figs or not. I just love the plant. Absolutely, love the foliage you get on here. And the brown turkey is one of the hardiest of fig varieties that you can get, so really suited to our UK winters and things. Now, the plant itself isn't actually going to get much taller, like caveat that. What I mean is the stem doesn't actually get much taller. What happens is that the top here gets bigger and taller. So
it's easy to manage then.
It is. Matt, do we have that video of Sean's?
Oh, Sean got one,
I'll show you in a second, because Sean's got one of these, and he's had it, he can't remember. At first he said 10 years, but then he said, oh, it might be 15 years he's had this one for. So we'll show it to you in a second. Oh, wow. But they're really easy to look after. They can be container grown, and I do recommend you container grow your figs, because they like a hug. Their roots like to be restricted, a bit like agapanthus. If you want an agapanthus to flower, by the way, everybody, my agapanthus is flowering. I've got 3 stems on it. I thought it was only 1. There's 3 coming.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
Agapanthus is no longer my nemesis.
Were you worried about it? Because I've got a couple.
I've had years. I've had like 3 or 4 years, maybe even longer than that, where I've not been able to get them to flower.
Oh no!
It's my nemesis, but this year I fixed it. Anyway.
I've been watering mine every other day, just a little bit, and it seems to be working. But mine's just about coming out now. Yeah. 1, not so much, but at least I've got. If I just get 1, I'm happy.
Well, that's the trick with the fig, is to keep the roots restricted. So I've buried the nursery pot because it's not that rooty, and I mean it's a good rooty plant. Don't get me wrong. Oh, she says.
Yeah.
It's a really good rooty plant, but that is not pot bound. So I've buried my fig in the nursery pot into a bigger, more decorative pot. And that's the way, or that's one of the tricks you can do to get these to fruit. But what I want to show you is how they grow, because this is really interesting. This shows you how the stem doesn't get any taller. It's the top that gets more interesting. So we're going to go visit Sean's garden.
Let's have a look at this, yeah. So it's £21.24. Should we take a look at this? Are we ready? Right, this is the fig in Sean's garden. Check this out.
So one of the most popular figs at YouGarden is the brown turkey standard, and this is what you get, and it looks really nice, doesn't it? Really nice. You can imagine this is going to be full of foliage once we get into May, but I've had mine about 10 years. You can see it's exactly the same size in terms of the stem, but look how it's thickened up. Look at the structure, that massive open gobbler. And I promise you, in summer, when you get the leaves followed by the fruit, it looks absolutely amazing. Now, they are fully winter hardy to around about -15. They can grow in a relatively small pot, and actually, by being contained, you tend to get a bigger yield. If you plant it in the ground, you're likely to get lots of great foliage, but maybe not as much fruit. And all they really need is a nice sunny position. And the great thing is, with this very popular variety known as brown turkey, these can live for decades. Figs are very, very long-lived. So this is already at least 10 years old, and I think it's got many, many more decades in it. So if you like yours, they're on, of course, the YouGarden website. Lots of different sizes, but the most popular tends to be the standard, and this one is known as brown turkey.
Joy, it's interesting to see that height, isn't it?
Isn't
it's really
it?
Interesting.
So
yeah.
that was the clip of film that made me get one, because I thought, even though that was bare of its leaves, that was filmed in March.
Yeah.
it still looked phenomenal. And that clip of film really shows you how the stem stays the same height. It gets thicker, gets bigger, gets stronger, but it actually stays the same height. It's just that top that grows.
Oh,
so pretty.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I'm really intrigued by that. And there we go, the fig, the brown turkey standard. So yeah, £21.24. Right, again, excellent value for money. YGTV 26.25. Just type that in before you check out in the promotional little box, and it'll reduce your P&P to 0. So it's great value for money. Right. Oh yes, we've got the begonia now.
Yeah. Well, we've got one up above your head here.
So
they are a hanging basket, and you will get a pair of these. They come in the 25cm hanging baskets here, and they come with the hanging bits as well, which can be easily detached, so that you could have it as a pot, on the ground on a table somewhere as well if you want to, but absolutely perfect as either the pot or the hanging basket. Begonia apricot shades is one of the most popular of the sort of summer bedding plants that we do. And there's a few different reasons for this. First of all, look at the variety of shades that you're getting within those flowers. There's bright yellow, there's apricot, there's kind of peachy tones, there's reddy coloured tones in there as well. You get all of the shades of the apricot in there, and it is a beautiful colour. On a dull, dark, miserable summer day, they still look amazing and bright and beautiful. It's like they've got their own light source.
Yeah.
But on a bright summer's day, they also look amazing and gorgeous. They can cope in sun, they can cope in part shade as well. In fact, quite a lot of shade, which is unusual for summer bedding. But begonias can actually cope quite well in sort of part shade positions. And these could be, am I right? Yes, it's 5. So they're planted with 5 plants in there. They tumble, they cascade over the edges, and it's a perennial hanging basket, because you can actually get these through to next year with some winter protection.
It's going to come out next year?
As long as you give it winter protection. So begonias aren't frost hardy, they are frost tender. So if you give it the winter protection it needs, bring it indoors, stop watering it, trim it back, so and then bring it out again from spring next year, start watering it again, keep it frost free, you'll get those flowers back again.
Joe, they just make you smile, don't they? You're right, all the different colours. One's almost yellow, one's almost orange.
That's what I love about them.
It's really exciting, that, isn't it? And you get so many flowers. This is just one. That's fantastic, though.
Yeah.
So one hanging basket.
And they're just going to tumble over the edges. They kind of deadhead themselves. You don't really need to do much. Keep them watered, feed them occasionally, get you blooming fast. Make sure you feed them on a regular basis. And that will just keep those blooming all the way through summer, right the way up till autumn.
So we get 2?
Yeah.
We get 2 for that price. Do you know what the recommended retail price is normally $39.98? That's fair enough, actually.
Yeah.
That's bang on, I'd say. But for $24.98, that is brilliant. But even better, of course.
It's like £10.62 per basket. There's 5 plants in there, so let's say you were paying £2 per plant.
Yeah, I like
you're only paying 62p for the basket, and we'll chuck the compost in for free.
I'm really impressed with that. I'm so impressed. That is a bargain. Honestly, if I saw that in a garden centre, looked at the tag, I would not expect that.
It's amazing.
Yeah, if you join the club, then you save an additional, £3.75. So it's £10 to become a member for the entire year. So you can make that back really quickly. You could do. That is a must. That is a bargain, absolute bargain, yeah.
I just think it's great if you've got to this point of the year and you're thinking, I didn't get my baskets, or maybe your basket's failed in actual fact. I've had one that's done really well and one it's catching up, but it's not great.
Right.
Or maybe you've just got a gap somewhere and you think, actually a pot on that table would look really nice.
It's just, honestly, a hanging basket of property looks beautiful,
it does look
doesn't
good, doesn't it?
There's something about it. And you know what, when you look at those, because you're getting 2 of them ready to just put in place straight away as soon as you get them home.
Take them out of the basket, water them, hang them up.
Right, there we go. Now, you know what, when I heard about this compost, I couldn't wait to actually feel this, because I have bought, those bags from garden centres and, from DIY stores.
We all have.
It's nothing like this. And I knew that was the case as soon as I picked this up. It feels like aerated, it feels fluffy, it's
beautiful.
So
soft, isn't it? I mean, I used to joke about how I could make a pillow out of this.
Oh, yeah.
Because you could, it's lovely, especially in this weather, because it's soft and lovely, isn't it? Quite cool, yeah, definitely. Now, it is premium professional compost. It's superior compost, and it's superior because of the balance of the ingredients, which helps to form this wonderful texture that Charlie's talking about here. And it's the texture that you've got from this compost that's really going to help your plants. So roots getting down into the compost, they've got space to move, they've got space to spread, they've got access to oxygen, because actually oxygen is a really important part of forming nice, strong, healthy roots. They need that access to oxygen. This is why clay soil, again, I'm going to bore you with my clay soil stories, but this is why clay soil is such a nightmare. I have it in my garden. It's nutrient rich, got loads of nutrients in there.
But not good drainage.
But it's not good drainage. There's no room for roots to grow. They can't spread. They can't reach for what they need to. It can sit wet sometimes. This drains beautifully, but also holds on to moisture when it needs to. And because of some of the ingredients in there, that's what helps
it. It's got a wetting agent.
It has, yeah. So we've got the composted wood fibre. It's made up of about 50% composted wood fibre. These are all the sort of little fibrous material that you can see here.
So
not sacking material that somebody thought it was once. That is really well composted wood fibre.
So, and this is what gives the roots the space. Can we show this picture? Because Jill, before we do, let's have a look at this. So this is Sean using it. Yeah. So you might just want to top up to add some nutrients into your beds, your planters already. Yeah?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's great for top dressing, you know, pots and things. This is Sean potting up his pub garden. I mean, this was filmed ages ago. It is looking amazing now.
Oh, still haven't been.
I've heard
it's lovely, yeah.
So you've got all that composted wood fibre in there. It's got peat in here, 3 different types, reduced amounts of peat. We know there are environmental concerns here, but we have reduced it down. We've used the minimal amounts in here to still be able to get some of those amazing results from it. You've got dark peat, light peat, and a renewable source of peat called sphagnum moss. There is a slow-release fertiliser in here as well. When you get into the bag, you'll find little balls. They're like tan, green, orange colours. They're not snail's eggs, as somebody once thought they were. That is a slow-release fertiliser ball. So it's in this little a capsule, thank you, that's the word. It's in this little capsule, so that bursts open and just releases the fertiliser into the compost, and that'll feed your plants for up to 6 months. It does biodegrade, the little capsule as well, so don't worry about that. You've got, it's pH balanced, so acid one end, alkaline the other end. This is somewhere near the middle.
It's an all-rounder then.
It's a multi-purpose compost. It's in exactly the right spot for the majority of your plants to really love. Obviously, if you need ericaceous compost for your acid-loving plants, do get that. This won't work for those. But it's, you know, mostly the plants in the garden, they're going to love this. Oh, and your houseplants as well. The houseplants absolutely love this compost.
I bet they do. Do you know what? I always think if you're spending the money and the time gardening and planting, give it the best chance it can give. And that's what we truly believe you're going to get with this compost. And, you know, this just says it all for me. You know, I remember seeing this a while ago. So standard compost, that's what you could be giving your plants with that stuff you get from DIY stores, you know, that sort of thing. But our premium compost, look at the difference that's possible. We know which one we prefer. To get such a good, rich, established root system is going to give, well, maybe even brighter colour flowers, bigger blooms, deeper greens for foliage. That's the sort of thing that you can look forward to. Who would not want that?
Definitely.
Because I've used compost which can be quite claggy.
Yep.
It smells actually sometimes too. It's not pleasant.
Definitely.
Especially when it leaks in the boot of the car. You know, that's going to be there for weeks, my friends.
The thing is, the plant with the strongest root structure is going to be the strongest, healthiest plant. Yeah. Now, this year, our plants are being put under stress, aren't they? We've got lots and lots of high, hot temperatures that, you know, we're not used to. We're going to have to look at the way we're gardening. We have to keep on top of it. But a plant that's got a strong root structure is going to be better able to deal with any of the stresses that might be there for environmental reasons, whether it's weather, but whether it's pests, diseases, those sorts of things. The plant with the strongest root structure is going to be more likely to overcome that.
Yeah, it's a good point, isn't it? So sooner the better, isn't it, really?
Yeah,
Sooner the better. Right, £21.23. That's for 2 50-litre bags. So 100 litres is going to go a long way. So 100-125 is your item number. We have this on pretty much every show, I think, don't we?
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's the item that we sell the most of here at YouGarden. Any bit of gardening you're doing, you need compost, don't you?
Yes, of course.
And we can get this. This is the, as I say, the item we sell the most of, but it's also the item that we get the most 5-star rated reviews on. No matter where we sell this, people come in time and time again to tell us how amazing it is, and they come back and they buy it again. And this is the important thing to get across here. If you buy an item, anything, food, you know, whatever it might be. If you buy something and you have a rubbish experience with it, or it doesn't work, you don't go back and you don't buy it again, do you? People come back time and time again to buy this. Repeat purchasing something, that should tell you how good this is.
So people get this home, they see the difference and come back to buy more. Well, there we go. I have become a bit of a compost snob now, actually. But
yeah, good.
For 20, we need a Facebook group or something for that now, so I can rant about compost. But no, this one is fantastic. Professional compost. It's like a little secret, this, for £21.23. Oh yes, now we've got the straw mulch. I was reading about this last night, actually, because I've got some mulch. The straw. People are really taking to this, aren't they? Yeah.
No, it's a brilliant product. Multiple uses that you get from this, because the strolch not only works as a mulch in winter, but it also works as a slug and snail repellent. So it's a mineralised straw. It's gone through a patented process. This is not just chopped straw. Please, anybody that's looking at it thinking that's just chopped straw, I can buy that anywhere.
Right.
It's not. It's gone through this mineralisation process, a patented process done by Leeds University, which changes the structure of it, changes the makeup of it, and it means that it's going to help to stop the slugs and snails from getting to the plants that they like to munch on. Your hostas,
so I was going to say
we've got on the show today,
yeah.
lupins, they love to munch on the new growth from there. If you surround your plants with this, it's going to stop them from wanting to get to those plants. But it also will help to prevent weeds coming through. So it can suppress weeds by up to 95%. It helps to retain moisture in the ground as well. It lasts for up to 2 years, the active properties in there. I tend to try to put it down every year if I can, particularly around the plants that I don't want the slugs and snails to eat. But after you've finished with it, you can then just dig it through into the soil, and then it will help to improve the texture of the soil. So particularly for someone like me who's got the clay soil, mix a load of that in, it opens up the structure of the soil for drainage. Yeah.
That's really good. And you literally just pour it on then, do you?
Yeah, put good thick layer down. I think this is maybe where some people, because we do get some people say, well, it didn't work. Well, I think this is where maybe some people are finding it didn't work. They don't put down a thick enough layer. You want a good 3 to 4.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I go 3 to 4 inches personally. I think it's a centimetres on the back. But do put a thick layer down. Don't pile it up around the stems of your plants, because you can reduce the airflow there, and that can cause its own problems.
Yes.
But just around it, and a good thick layer. And that will help to stop the slugs and snails from getting to them. It's so easy, honestly, and you can use this for any kind of gardening that you're doing. Well,
John, Neil on YouTube saying, was it YouTube, sorry, or Facebook? YouTube saying, Neil, you've tried this, you've got it at home, and it's doing a wonderful job for your borders.
Thank you, Neil.
And on your newly established border. Neil, thank you very much for that. I really appreciate that you take the time to email
but it looks
message
neat and tidy as well. That's another benefit of it.
You know, that's what I was going to say. I actually like the look of it.
Yeah,
it looks
really
uniform.
neat and tidy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with that. Right, there we go. It's £19.54 for club members. So 100086. Don't forget, free postage and packaging. You haven't got to worry about driving that home. It gets delivered to your door. Right, we've had some lovely emails come in. Thanks so much, guys. Andrew's been in touch. Are we ready for these pictures?
Yes, Andrew has a beautiful garden.
Oh, God. Andrew's a regular customer. Hello, Andrew. These are fantastic, you know. Have we got a message to go with that? Oh, no, I think so.
No, just some pictures.
Straight to the point, Andrew. Lovely plants.
No problem at all. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Lovely hydrangeas in there. Whoa. Some gorgeous colour going on in there.
They're fantastic, aren't they?
Amazing.
They've done well, haven't they? Oh, wow, look at this. Oh, I love your pots too. Nice variety.
Yeah, gorgeous. More hydrangeas.
Got a bit of height there.
See.
They're really impressive, aren't they?
Oh, Andrew, you have such a beautiful garden.
Yeah, Andrew, this is lovely.
You've got your begonias going on.
This is your absolute passion, Andrew, isn't it? You can see that.
Yeah. He's got the other Jimmy pot in the background there. The other one we nicknamed Jimmy. It was called the Hendrix, so we nicknamed it Jimmy.
Nice, see what we did there?
Oh,
I like
sorry,
it.
I'm not.
I'm really impressed with that.
I was looking at the screen.
Honestly, Andrew, thank you so much. Should we do another one?
Yes.
Ian's been in touch. Oranges and lemons flowering lovely at present.
Oh, is that the rose?
Here we go. Oh, look at that.
Oh, it is the rose. Wowzer. Yeah, look at those gorgeous colours. That's amazing.
Oh, well, let's get right in there.
We always say that's so pretty, don't we? Those bi-coloured blooms. And look how different each one of them is as well.
Yeah.
That's what we really like about that.
You've got layers and layers of beauty there, haven't you? We've got another one, I think we did. Honestly, Ian, that is an absolute joy. You're right there. Oh, look at this one. Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, that's a better picture.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Very nice.
Joe, we love those. Thank you so much. Ian, they are beautiful. We've got, should we do one more? There we go. Lorraine's been in touch. She says, morning team, could you give me some advice on my hydrangea runaway brides?
Yeah.
I have 2 of them which are 3 years old and have flowered lovely in previous years. This year, they have not leafed up much or have any flowers. Any ideas?
I think it's a really tricky year this year. As I say, mine is really struggling. I mean, I'm going to assume you're watering well, my lovely. Do you have it in a pot or do you have it in the ground? If it's in a pot and you've had it for 3 years, it might be a case of you need to repot it. I wouldn't do it right now. I would wait. I think you're going to have to wait now until autumn, and I would repot it into some new compost. If it's in the ground, I just think we're really struggling with the kind of high levels of UV that we're getting. It's really, really hot, and you have to be consistently on it with your watering. Maybe a feed would help to encourage some of those blooms to come through as well. But if it's in a container, as I say, maybe it just needs repotting to give it some fresh soil and nutrients.
Good ideas. Any advice is useful, isn't it? Do you know what, Lorraine, thank you very much indeed for that. You know, it has been hot. I read somewhere it's been the hottest spring since the 50s, I think.
Yeah, it's
since
really
1956, I think, rings a bell. Well, you might want to check on that. But wow.
It's not just the heat, though, is it? It's the high UV rays. This is the thing, and it started very early on in the season. And those high UV rays, not just the heat, but the UV is
that as well,
changing some of the ways that we're going to have to garden. If this becomes continuous, you know, year on year,
right,
we are going to have to change what we're doing from a gardening point of view.
We're going to, aren't we?
We are going to have to
adapt.
change and adapt. I mean, who knows? It might just be one of those really weird freak years that we get, and we'll go back to normal next year.
Yeah, Joe, I love the summer though. It's just my favourite time of the year.
Summer.
I love it. Anyway, right, here's some pictures for you, some recaps. This is what you've been loving, and do you know what? If you have been shopping ahead on the website, you will have seen these. So the pink L, the standard. Now for £29.74, this is great value for money here. You know, it arrives about 50 centimetres tall in a 9 centimetre pot. But here's the thing: you're saving £10 here. You know, it's that subtle colour, isn't it? It's just enough. There's a classy, elegant amount of colour here too. It's so classy. But look how they contrast against those big, gorgeous, deep green leaves, with slight serrated edges. So you've even got lots of interest on those too. So 511530. Now the waterfall, now the buddleia. Oh wow! I mean, this is a statement piece for your garden. So we're going to look at these very, very shortly. Now the waterfall buddleia, it arrives in a 3-litre pot. You're saving £5 here. You know, if you haven't got a buddleia, maybe you can have in the middle of a board. I can imagine these taking centre stage in some of your arrangements when you're designing your own gardens. But yeah, the buddleias, go for it. It's 511679. Now the rose standard, you know what, this is so elegant. I think this is gifts for people, you know, actually, if it's going to be like a wedding gift or something, like for an anniversary, especially if you present it like that in a pot. What a wonderful thing to give someone. Every time that they have this in their garden, they're going to think of you. They're going to think of that moment that you gave them their standard pink. This is the Rose Patio standard pink. It arrives in a 4-litre pot. That's £19.54. So 530229. That is stately home show garden kind of quality we got there. I'm really, really impressed with that. But yeah, any more questions? Keep them coming through, guys. YGTV@yougarden.com. Right, the hanging baskets. You've been loving these. I can't believe you get 2 of them for £21.23 if you're in the club. I know you said you're impressed with the colours, and I hear what you're saying.
Love them. Absolutely love begonia apricot shades. It's the range of colours that you get. You got the yellows, the peach tones, the oranges, the pinks, the reds, and it all comes from these beautiful plants. Now, these have been pre-planted with 5 plants. 5 of those plants that are going to tumble and trail over the edges, give you loads of flower on there, right the way through to autumn. And this is a perennial hanging basket, because these can come back for you next year. They just need some protection from frost. They are frost-tender plants, so you can easily get these to come back next year. They can be used as pots like this. You can detach the hanging bits, and you could just have that as a pot on the ground or on a table somewhere. Or Or, of course, you could have it as the hanging basket up above our heads as well. Then you can have them next year. This is the wonderful thing about these. If you want to take the plants out of here and plant them somewhere else and use the pots for something else, entirely up to you. But this breaks down to, what did I say, £10 and 62 pence
give or take,
each. If you take 5 plants, £2 each. You can have the pot for 62p, and the compost can be free. There you go. That's what it breaks down.
Think of it that way.
It's phenomenal value, and of course it gets delivered with free postage.
If I was at a garden centre, I honestly would think about £19.99 for that. You know, each just for one, and that coincides with our recommended retail price there. And I think that's fair enough. But to get 2 of them for £21.23 is just fantastic. That is, of course, the club price. If you're not a member yet, thousands of you are. Here's how you can join us.
If you love your garden as much as we love ours, then why not join the YouGarden Discount Club?
The club has been running for many years, and it's where thousands of our customers enjoy a whole host of benefits to ensure that they get the most out of their gardens for less.
Now is a great time to join the YouGarden Discount Club, as the benefits have just got even better. So what do you get when you join the club?
Firstly, our members will get bigger discount rates all year round. So you'll now receive 15% off our range of plants and accessories, and that's on top of any other discounts you might have.
For those bigger investments, such as garden furniture or lawnmowers, for example, you now get 7.5% discount on all of our outdoor living and machinery range.
In addition to the ongoing discounts, you'll also get more voucher value when you join or renew your club membership. We will send you 4 £5 product vouchers, which you can redeem throughout the year against the cost of your orders.
And as a new added benefit, you will now receive 2 free P&P vouchers, which can be redeemed against the cost of your shipping.
Club members get priority access to exclusive offers and brand new products at our best prices.
We'll keep you up to date with fantastic advice and top tips from our grown experts and professional gardeners to make sure that you get the most from your new purchases and existing plants. The best way to join the club is with our auto-renewal subscription. You'll pay £10 per year, then at the end of the year we will automatically renew your membership to ensure you retain all of your benefits. Plus, the price you pay when you join will never go up for as long as you remain a member, and that's a guarantee.
And remember, when you join the club, you will start saving from the very first order you make, as the discounts will be applied immediately. So with all that the YouGarden Discount Club has to offer, why not join us and start saving today?
We'd love to help you make the most of your garden for less with the YouGarden Discount Club.
Honestly, it can pay for itself so quickly. We love the YouGarden Discount Club. Joel, we love your interaction too. Thanks so much for getting in touch. Alwyn, whose birthday is today, we gave you a shout out. Alwyn's off for lunch now.
How
in
nice.
Wales with the family.
Family's taking her out.
Oh,
love that.
Honestly, that's a perfect way to spend the Sunday. Bit of gardening, nice lunch with the family. That's perfect.
I just remembered we're going out for a meal tonight as well.
Oh, very nice.
As soon as I leave here.
Oh,
going out.
Done. This is a textbook Sunday. Any occasion? Just
my husband's about to disappear for 4 weeks. He's going to Switzerland. He's a camera operator, and he is covering the Women's Euros.
Oh, really?
So he's going to disappear for 4 weeks. So we thought we'd go for a meal tonight.
Oh, how very nice. Do you know what? I've always wanted to go to Switzerland.
Going to Toby Norris in Stamford.
Oh, I've never been actually.
Oh, it's lovely.
I've heard it's fantastic.
Nom, nom, nom.
I've heard good things.
Yes, nom nom.
Well, do you know what? Enjoy that. What are you up to later on today? Let us know. Comment on YouTube. Where are you guys? How are you spending the rest of your Sunday? Right. Okay, should we have a look at this? The citrus orange tree.
Yes, please. Now, citrus, it's an awesome... You should get one of these.
I know, right? Honestly, Bex, I've got my eye on it.
You should get one of these, Charlie. Now, they do need some winter protection, but these are fan-flipping-tastic.
Okay.
I absolutely adore them. It's because, well, there's no waiting and wondering, when am I going to get fruit? Look at it. You're
so
going
this
to
arrives like this?
It says in the description, look, with fruit. Yours will arrive with fruit.
That's fantastic. It's not every day you get that.
Absolutely.
And they're good fruits as well.
They are. The Calamondon orange is really, really lovely. It tends to have quite a sort of sweet, but slightly sort of acidic sour taste to it as well. A really nice balance that you get from the fruits there. Now, they come with the fruits attached. They can get nice and big. they'll take many years. I mean, you can get them to grow to sort of 2 metres, but they're going to take a long time to get there. So please don't worry about that sort of size. Of course, you can restrict the size they get to by the size of the pot you keep them in. They want to go outside in the summer. They're going to be absolutely loving this glorious hot summer that we're getting, aren't they? They're going to be just having a great time. And then they need to come in winter. They're not frost hardy. I would say once you get down to, I mean, you know, into the sort of single digits, you're going to want to be bringing that in. Now, into a cool room, it doesn't want to go into your centrally heated home. It doesn't need that. It just needs to go somewhere where it's a bit cooler, like a porchway or a conservatory. Does it still need light then? It would still need light.
Yes.
I mean, you could go into because you were about to say garage or a shed or something.
I was going to ask that.
It could if there's light that gets in there. But,
but ideally a porch, take the edge off.
Exactly, just taking the edge off. Really reduce your watering down. Most people overwater in winter. Like you almost need to ignore them for most of the winter.
Really? Okay.
And then start again in spring, watering. Now the fragrance from the flowers you get from these. The flowers are really beautiful and interesting, but the fragrance you get from them, I thought it would be very sort of citrusy, but it's not. It's sweet, it's floral, it's amazing. I would say it rivals things like tuberose and gardenia and jasmine for its fragrance, because they are so sweet and delicious. So I think it's worth having for that alone. And plus you get loads of interest on here because the flowers then turn into the fruits. The fruits can ripen over a period of a year. So sometimes you can have fruits, you can have flowers. And if I turn this one around, you'll be able to see on that side, look, you can see that there are varying stages of ripeness. So you've got new fruits coming. You've got, I mean, there's a really teeny...
lot, isn't it?
Can you see this one here?
Yeah, let's have a look.
I'm going to have to turn it. Hang on. No, wrong way. This way. There, look, behind my thumb. Can you see that? That's a fruit forming there, just behind my thumb, a teeny tiny one. So that's going to turn into one of these beautiful big ones here. Now, there's some really nice ripe ones here. I can feel that those are ripe and juicy, ready to be picked.
So you can feel them.
You can have a little sort of squishiness to them once they're ready.
I bet they're lovely.
I don't know. I did try one and it was really quite sour earlier on in the year, but
well, at some stage you might make your own jams or something, or maybe your own orange juice. You know, why not?
But even if you're not intending on using them,
just to look at,
it's attractive.
Yeah, this is it.
It's
just that holiday vibe, and you know, some people still think it's hard to grow citrus trees in the
really
UK,
isn't.
but it's
really
not.
Isn't.
It's so doable.
It really is doable. It's just that bit of extra winter care that you need.
That's
when
crucial.
you're repotting, make sure you're using ericaceous compost. They are acid-loving plants, so make sure it's that, not our professional compost. Those are all the information you need.
So tick those boxes, and this is what you can expect. It's just actually the ambience, the presence of having a fruit tree, citrus fruit trees in your garden. There's nothing quite like it. And if you are choosing to pick it, it's just the experience of going out there, picking your own fruit. That's a wonderful, wonderful thing.
You can use the leaves as well. So if we took one of the leaves off, let me take one of those off.
It is such a bargain. $25.49. Seriously.
Right, I've taken one of the leaves off. I tend to crack them a little bit, like I do with a bay leaf when I'm using that. Have a little smell.
Oh, I know what you mean, yeah.
It's got a lovely sort of orange flavour or scent to it.
Yes,
you could use that in cooking as well if you want to. Like if you're boiling up some rice, you could put some of the leaves in.
Like
and you
fragrance.
Could get a really nice fragrance to it. Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be lovely, isn't it? Well, there we go. For, again, £25.49 is a bargain. It's a 340103. Obviously, be that person that has their own citrus fruit trees in your garden. Don't forget, that's going to be delivered to your door for £25.49 if you're a club member, and if you type in the code on the website just before you check out, YGTV 2625. That is fantastic. Okay, now we got great variety on this table here. Right, the buddleia, the waterfall buddleia. We had a quick look at this on a picture. Let's have a look at this in more depth, because this is going to be big.
Do you know what? People might think that there's just one type of buddleia. But I do, honestly...
I thought there was, yeah.
There's so many different types of buddleia. And YouGarden really have got such an amazing range of them. This one is called Rostranocula dependens, and it has the most amazing flowers on here. Still a butterfly bush, still going to bring all the pollinators into your garden. But when those flowers form, this is where you can see where it gets its name from, of the waterfall buddleia, because you still get this sort of panicles of flowers coming, but they just have this waterfall nature to them. It just this kind of drooping, draping kind of habit to the way that it grows. Ridiculously tough, ridiculously hardy, just like you would expect from a buddleia. Wants to be planted in a really nice sunny spot. This one isn't going to get as big as, you know,
some of the
that
others.
big purple buddleia, you know,
Yes,
the one
I
that
know
we
what
always
you
see.
mean.
It's not
Yeah.
going to get that big. About 1.5 meters is what we're looking at. So it's still going to need a little bit of space. But I think with this one, I think you could potentially container grow this one. I wouldn't say that about the other purple buddleia, but this one I reckon you could contain. Nice big pot. Look,
that's the perfect size,
Look
really.
how it just. Oh, I love the shape of it. Nice big pot go for, and you were going to get a gorgeous display from this. Flowering in summertime, bringing all those pollinators into the garden. Water it well to get it established, but as with all buddleias, once they do get established, you are not going to have to give it loads of attention. It will become drought tolerant. This is why it is attractive to pollinators. Look at all those stamens coming off there.
So some flowers you look and you appreciate, but these you just want to study and take a moment just to appreciate. You explore flowers like this from a buddleia, don't they? They've got so many angles, so many shapes in just one. It's just utterly incredible. So this is going to be a talking point in your garden. It's bound to be with flowers like that. It's just such an unusual shape. Do you know what, we love buddleias. It's £21.24. And maybe you've been put off buddleias in the past because they get so over the top. Well, as Bex was saying, this can stay fairly well contained, so it's going to be easy to look after. It's 511679. Great stuff. Right, now, I love my architectural plants. I've got palms everywhere. I know it's not, but it's got that, for me, it's got that tropical vibe to this.
100%.
I need this.
Yeah.
I need it.
Okay, so this is a fantastic one, and it's definitely got tropical vibes from it.
Yeah.
It's actually harvested from Australian woodlands.
Oh, it's
basically.
Australian, right, okay.
It's harvested under strict licence, just to put that out there, because obviously you can't just go and dig these up.
Right, okay.
So
this is special to have then.
It is special, absolutely. And these can grow into those beautiful tree logs, like that one that you can see in the picture there. It's going to take a few years.
Yeah.
They are slow growing. I mean, that's, you know, I don't know, 10 years, 15 years to get to that stage. But listen, what a project to do. And I have started that project. The big ones are available. If you want to get the tree logs, by the way, they are available. I'm sure I saw that there's some discount at the moment on our website for them, so you can get one of the big ones if you want to. If you've already got one of the big ones, do use our code if you're going to do that, by the way, the YGTV2625.
Yeah.
It might give you some discount, who knows. But if you have got one of the big ones, why not get a couple of the small ones to put around the base of it, because that would look really beautiful.
It will make sense, won't it, there? Yeah.
It looks incredible. I always feel like I'm walking with dinosaurs. These are ancient and beautiful. You know, these were on the planet millions of years ago.
Bizarre, that, actually, when you think of it that way.
Dinosaurs would have walked alongside not this particular one, but you know.
I mean, it would be more established than
it would be way more established.
That's magnificent when you think of it that way.
I know, and that's what I really like about this plant. Now, I've been growing one for a couple of years. I bought it as a 9-centimetre pot one. So this, and I would say the one I've got two and a bit years later is about the size of the one that you're looking at right now. So by going for this one, I reckon you've got a couple of years head start on where I started.
Do you reckon? Right, okay.
So you're going to get a beautiful display from this. It does need some winter protection again, though, please. I'm just gonna say. So
what, for the first few years or just generally?
Generally, it's going to need some winter protection. Obviously, the plants get a little bit tougher and a bit more resilient as they get older. But yes, it's always going to need some winter protection. So in the pot, I moved my pot when we had that really frosty temperature. Like, you can go with sort of 0, maybe a little minus, but when it got really cold, we were expecting like -5, -6. I was like, I'm moving my tree fern. So I just picked the pot up, I just put it in the porch, you know, where there's 2 doors, just put it inside the first door. That was perfect. That's the perfect spot for it. Of course, as they get bigger, they get older. If you don't want to be moving them about, you can then wrap with fleece and that sort of thing. It's the crown, it's the centre of the plant that needs protection, because that's where the fronds come from. So a good layer of
from frost and stuff. Yeah.
So a good layer of mulch in the top there. That then gives it the protection it needs. You can get fleece wrappings and things like that. It's really easy to do and well worth worth it for the kind of displays that you're getting here. Make sure you keep it somewhere shady. It does not want to be in the sunshine. Mine is permanently in shade. It can probably cope with an hour of sunshine on it, don't get me wrong. But yeah, it does like to be a shade. It does like to be in a shady spot in the garden. And keep it constantly watered.
Okay.
They don't want to dry out.
Well, the tree, the fern, Dicksonia antarctica, 500233. I have seen some of these around, but quite often the price, they seem to be much higher than what I got on the screen. But it's actually a large as well for that price. So immediately you've got interest. You're going to have that vibe that people buy this for. It's that tropical vibe, isn't it? It's 500233 again. Easiest way to shop is YouGarden.com. You can give us a call if you prefer, but the easiest way to shop, you can do it on your tablet, your phone, your laptop, whatever. YouGarden.com. Add them to your basket and start checking out, guys. For us, we've got these amazing deals, but it is while stocks last on these. Right now, the Acer. There's something romantic about having an Acer in your garden, don't you think?
Oh, lots of Acers.
Oh, lots and lots of Acers. Love it, absolutely love it, you know.
Yeah, okay, so this one's called Ukigumo, and wow, what a beautiful one this is. This one has, as all Acers do, I mean, they've all got a bit of colour-changing nature to them, and this one definitely has that as well. You can see on the plant that we've got here, it's a really decent size, first of all, for the price you're paying. Like 3-litre pots. Look at, I'm just going to hold it next to me because, you know, guys know I'm 5'6", okay? So look at the size that we are getting here. Sorry, I'm scratching my mic with that, aren't I? But look at the size. That is incredible. And then you've got all the beauty that you would expect to get, the colour changing from the foliage. Right now on here, there's loads of greens, but I can see edges of pink in there. I can see marbling of creams in there.
Oh, I'm loving that.
And then look at how this changes colour. Look at the marbling. Look at, oh, look! And the pink stem that you got from those as well. The new growth, you get these lovely pink stems to it.
Right.
I just think this is fascinating. I mean, I know, I'm sorry everybody. You know I love Acers. And this is one of the ones that I feel like I need to add into my collection. Like, that is stunning.
It truly is, but there's something about an Acer. You can get so many different varieties, can't you? But that's like the classic shaped leaf that I would want from an Acer. It truly is. For £25.49, it's so good. It really is so good. In a 3-litre pot. So 511521, again, delivered free. With no extra P&P if it's YGTV 2625. Just add that in, type it in on the website before you check out. But yeah, for £25.49, it's a bargain, absolute bargain. Right, we've got the pink escallonia here now.
Oh, well, not just any old pink escallonia. We've got this as the standard, which is one of the most amazing things that we do here at YouGarden. Just one of, because we do a lot of standards. Standard being the tree shape that you can see here now.
Yes.
Very carefully fashioned into that tree shape. Not easy to do. Not easy at all to get that tree shape going on there, but you have got that one already created like that. Now you're going to get throughout summer these flowers, these lovely panicles of blooms that you can see here. Now they start a lovely kind of deeper shade of pink. They open up, you get those blush tones on there, and then you get the lovely white tones going through there as well. And this plant will be absolutely covered and smothered with these panicles of flowers. In fact, I passed a couple of escallonias on the way to work this morning.
Oh, really?
They were the bush varieties, but oh my word, you should see how many flowers were on those plants. Like, this is the perfect flowering time for the escallonia. You've got an evergreen plant here as well, so foliage year-round interest from this, and a winter hardy plant. No winter protection needed at all. You don't need to stretch and mulch.
This is my kind. So it's not a diva, this one?
It's not a diva, no, definitely not. And you'll get flushes of flowers happening throughout the summertime. So, let's say the ones I passed on the way to work this morning, completely covered. Yeah,
wow.
They've got 2 of them in their front garden.
Nice.
And just amazing, really, really pretty, and loads of flowers on. They were really nice established ones. And then maybe just a little bit of deadheading that'll help to maybe encourage more of those to come through. And it will flush with those flowers maybe a couple of times throughout the summer. So nice long sort of flowering season, wonderful year-round interest, absolutely not a diva, not going to get too big either because it's in that standard shape. You can prune it back to give it that lollipop colour up at the top there. Elegant, beautiful,
it is.
Easy.
It's going to be gorgeous little globes of colour, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's this kind of thing, again, maybe if it's within your budget, maybe go for a couple. If it's going to be that entranceway, one either side of your porch or going down that garden path, if it's going to be framing an entrance or or a particular section of your garden, it has a grandeur kind of look, doesn't it? The standard shape. So YGTV 2625, if you just joined us, type that in to get free postage and packaging. If you're not a club member, you can become one right now immediately and then take advantage during this live show of all of these amazing discounted prices. But yeah, shop ahead on the website if you have just joined us. And you know what, if you're going to be watching this later on too, if you're buying this now and you want to remember some tips from Bex, then just go onto YouTube. These shows are uploaded there so you can watch it back time and time again. But yeah, 511530 is excellent. Should we do some emails? Thanks. Keep your comments coming as well on YouTube. Right, we've been sport for emails, Bex. We're loving them.
That's what we always ask for them. So
right, here we go. We've got one from Neil. He says, just a few. Have I got this? Oh yeah, just a few pictures of things flowering in the garden, including the star jasmine, hostas about to flower, gallery lupins, purple sun. Wow, you've been busy.
Oh, you've got the next table, basically.
Yeah,
that's the next table that's coming up, Neil.
Yeah, you're half the potting shed. But you know what? Yeah, they're finally, after 3 years growing, the purple sun that is, what looks like flower stems on my giant blue agapanthus that's never flowered.
Yes.
Good on you, yeah. I know a lot of people who've got agapanthus have been a bit late.
Oh, you have to go to the... That's got the picture.
Oh, is that one? Ah, forgive me, here we go. Here we go. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's his Barnsley baby.
Yeah.
And the Gora, Neil, my Barnsley baby is looking amazing. You were right, I do love it. So mine's looking just like that, loads of flowers. I need to take some pictures, actually. Really
love
pretty,
the
Neil.
foliage
love that.
too. That is beautiful, isn't it?
Really pretty.
Thank you very much for that. Is that another one? I think there's another one here, isn't there? Oh no, same one. My bad. Gillian's been in touch. She says, love all the live shows. Thanks very much, Gillian.
Thanks, Gillian.
Right, here we go. Oh, wow.
That's not... No, that's a peony. No, that's a peony. This is, well, actually, and I forgot to say this about Sophie Rocas, that it looks like a peony.
Like a peony, yeah.
But that is a peony flower there. And that does look like our Rose of the Week. What a beautiful peony.
Beautiful,
So
layer
nice,
after layer.
Gillian, love that.
Yeah, really nice. Another one from Gillian here too. Oh yeah, different angle.
Close up. Yeah, nice.
That is stunning. Gillian, thank you so much. They're beautiful. Should we do another one? Woodfield's been in touch. There we go, straight in with the pictures here. Woodfield, thank you. Oh, wow. Look at these.
Oh, yeah, I love this. Love a container. Love container gardening. I love those little bits that you've got on the fence there as well. You've got a little pedestal for your basket. Oh, hello. Oh, look, there's so much going on there.
There's loads there. See, I love that. Now, is that salvia?
Yeah, that's a salvia of some kind.
I've been in the market for a salvia at the moment.
Yeah, salvias are lovely.
They are. You see them really quite a lot at the moment. They're absolutely beautiful. What a treat to see those. All this more. Here we go.
What else we got?
Oh, nice. No, are they the...
Sunbelievable. Yeah, we've still got some of those available, by the way, everybody, if you're looking for those.
Yeah, we're doing one. Oh, wow, another angle. That is a beautiful garden, isn't it? Wow. Come on. You're right, I love container gardens. Container
gardens are great.
That is so pretty. That's absolutely beautiful. Right then, should we have a little review? Because if you have just joined us, we've had so much here. We've got fruit trees, we've got everything from oleanders, we've got cordylines, we've got our professional grade compost, all of it. By the way, the Runaway Bride has been a storming success. You adore this. When it comes to hydrangeas, just have a look how pink these are. They're stunning. For £15.29, you're going to get this delivered in a 14cm pot. And well done, you've just saved £12. For everyone who's checked out, you've saved £12. Good on you. So 510841. Honestly, this is such an inspiring way to start the Sunday. This is perfect. Maybe watching now, maybe with a cup of tea, watching on an iPad in your garden or so on. Then, yeah, we love hearing your ideas. And, yeah, more ideas the merrier. But yeah, there's a Runaway Bride, £15.29. I love cordylines, I do. And you know what, some can be just sort of one colour leaf, and I think they're all nice because I love adding that architectural drama for your garden. This can look good all the way through the year. Maybe a bit of winter protection, of course, but for £17.99 or £15.29 the club, that is excellent, absolutely excellent. I do. It's already quite established too, so you get that look, that exotic feel immediately with the magic star. So 680305. I've had some implanters over the years, so because I've got some raised beds made out of sleepers. I love that kind of rustic look. They look great if you have one either side of a path. I'm obsessed with that. I love my symmetry. You know, I love that. It just gives you a grandeur kind of look to your garden, having something matching there. Really nice. Okay, how about this? The Miner's Merlot. Now the Euphorbia, I've got the Silver Edge one, and I just left it. I potted it last year. I just left it, and it's one of the most successful things in my garden. But this is the Miner's Merlot variety, and the colour here, it's so decadent. It's such a rich, deep colour. There's something very classy about this, and I think if you've got some other plants behind with some big foliage, that's really, really going to make it pop. So think what you're going to have behind this. It might simply be a brighter colour fence, just to give that little bit of a contrast. But the Miner's Merlot for £12.74 is just brilliant. Right, okay, how about this? Rose of the Week. Yeah, it does look a bit like a peony, doesn't it, actually? This is, the Sophie Rocas. I think I pronounced that one. £16.99. So 530545. There's something just classic about this, but it is our Rose of the Week. We've got through a lot of these. If you're wanting to get one home, then grab it whilst you're saving £10, folks. But don't forget, it's going to be delivered to your door for £16.99. If you're a club member, just type in that code to get your free P&P. And free P&P on all the orders, on all the live deals we've got for you here in the potting shack with Bex and I. Right, the verbena. Now, this is, I love this idea that we talked about earlier. Having this in the bed, it doesn't get too congested. You can still see through it. So it's not going to take over your beds. If you've just got that space, you know, is something missing? Or you've been waiting for that little something? Well, this could get fairly high, maybe just about 5 feet, give or take. But for £12.72, once established, you get a lot for your money there. It's 3 9-centimetre pots. So 560910. Maybe towards the back of your border, maybe in the middle. You know, don't think about it too much. Don't overthink it. It's just going to look gorgeous there. Gorgeous little ditzy florals. It's quite prairie-like. Okay. Well, if you're looking for a multi-purpose compost that's going to give your plants such a good start, we believe the best possible start, or maybe you're just going to rejuvenate, get some more nutrients in those soils you've already got in your beds, this is perfect. It's got 50% composted wood fibres in there. It's got wetting agents to have a correct level of moisture. And those fibres, yes, they give the roots the breathing space that they need to form a really good solid root structure. Because if you've got good roots, well, you can expect gorgeous green leaves, you can expect lovely flowers, big blooms with gorgeous rich colours. And it is down to the compost. Please don't think there's anything like the stuff you get in DIY stores, because I've bought that. You know, if it doesn't leak in the boot of my car, because it can smell, it's claggy. The roots don't really have much time. But this is different. This is what the professionals use, and people come back to buy this time and time again. That says it all. £21.23 for 2 50-litre bags. It's an absolute must, guys. Because look, if you're spending money on plants and your time gardening, who wouldn't want to give them such a really good start to get the most from them? I don't know anyone who wouldn't. So yeah, that is a bargain. Now, if you're looking to deter our friends, well, some people call them friends, the slugs and the snails. Do you know, especially if you've got those hostas, honestly. I haven't grown hostas actually for that reason. I've tried, but they just get eaten up by the slugs. We've actually got hostas on the show, so if you're going for those, or anything that gets attacked from the snails and the slugs, put this down. It naturally deters them away. It's fantastic. I think it looks good. It looks like your beds are all in uniform when you've got this, but it helps to suppress the weeds up to maybe 90-95%, which I think can save you a lot of time weeding, but it's going to help to retain a good correct level of moisture there too. But this isn't just any old straw. This is patented. This has been designed for this use. It's not just any old straw, this. For £19.54. People have loved this. We've got some good feedback on this, guys. It's 9 kilogram bag and you're saved £6.99. So do check out your baskets. It's 100086 and maybe about 4 inches thick. That's how much you want to apply. Give it a really, really, really good foundation. Right. Yeah, type in that code to get this delivered again for no extra cost with your P&P. Now, when it comes to hanging baskets, you know what? You know these gorgeous pub gardens you go in, you know those really loved country homes? Quite often it's the hanging baskets that gives such a lovely presence, and they're so welcoming, aren't they, for you and your family and your guests. You could get 2 of these now for £21.23. That's just over £10, what, 60 pence each. That is fantastic value. Normally, 2 of these would be £39.98, and that might ring a bell for you for being around garden centres and looked at these in the past. Maybe you've been put off by the price, but to get 2 of them for not much more than what would be the price of just 1, it's a good opportunity. So 450048. Right, have you had beautiful, juicy figs in the past? If you had them, people love them with like hams, Parma ham, and things like honey and so on. They can be so gorgeous, so sweet, especially your homegrown ones. That's what you could well be looking forward to now. And when you cut them open, it's the texture of them. I absolutely love it. But people have them as like barbecues and starters and all sorts. But even without that, even just looking at them as a tree, they're beautiful. This is the standard. This is the Fig Brown Turkey standard. So it's 70 by 100 centimetres tall, so it's already got good presence for your garden. Immediately you've got interest. That's a 3-litre pot, and you're saving £10. Right, £21, 24 pence is just brilliant. Yeah, YGTV 2625 is the offer code to get free postage and packaging. That's why we love YouGarden TV. Free P&P. We're here every single Thursday, every single Sunday morning. Yeah, we're here till about 12:30, so we've got about an hour and a half left. Right. I think if I had to choose personally, for what it's worth, my top 3, this would be in there. The Salix, you get these big gorgeous globes, these orbs of colour, and you can let them to grow naturally if you want to. Because they're in the standard, they look grandeur, they look elegant anyway, but when they're grown you get the most beautiful flowering. When they're not flowering, you've got these gorgeous leaves to enjoy too. I think in a nice big pot, maybe a nice gorgeous big terracotta pot, like we talked about urns earlier, weren't we? That's going to look so nice. Funny, you know, when you look at these, you're picturing now, I bet you are, you're picturing where you're going to place this. I know exactly where I'm going to put one of these for my garden, but if you get this home, when it's planted, can you send us in a picture? Because these are going to look stunning. The Salix for £21.24 is another great deal. These are so good. Right, have you always fancied the ambience, the fun, the joy of having your own citrus tree in your garden? If you have, this is the time to get it, because you get the calamondin with fruit. It comes with fruit. The one we had in the studio, it's got like a dozen or so on there already. And you know, I've seen some in the past. You know, I had some kumquats once. I know it's a different thing, but they can look a little bit small, a bit underwhelming. But these are the real deal. If you want that impact of a citrus tree in your garden, then go for it. And when it comes to the point, you know, you might want to pick them. I hear they're fairly sweet. They're a little bit more acidic, so it's a lovely balanced taste there. I don't want them too sweet. I want that natural taste. Right, for £25.49, absolutely go for it. Right, now the Buddleia. Some people get put off Buddleias because, well, they can get so big and so overboard. They will get to a decent size, but they're fairly well contained, so they're not going to go out of control. For £21.24, yeah, the waterfall Buddleia is just stunning. So £21.24, that's 511679. I could stare at that for hours, you know, I really could. The colours. Well, this is like a scene from Jurassic Park, but no, this is something you can have in your garden. I mean, these are obviously established. These could be there. That could be like 50, 20 years old, some of those. But what you're going to get here is instant tropics for your garden. If you want to, I don't want to be cheesy, but you know that holiday kind of vibe, bring them home. Well, why not, you know, because I love going on holiday. If I can give that impression in my patio, in my garden, then this is going to be the one. The Dicksonia Antarctica. It's that lovely trunky look. I adore the big dramatic ferns you're going to get from these. So 500233. wow. I mean, that's something to aim for, maybe in a few years' time, maybe even 10 years' time. But you're going to watch that grow, you're going to watch that evolve over time, aren't you? And that's, you don't want things to be too over quickly. You want something to nurture and, watch grow into something magnificent. Right, there's the Dicksonia, again, £25.49. Right then, have a look on the website if you can, because if you shop ahead, if you go to YouGarden.com, as soon as you go on the website, this is what you're going to be seeing. Just click live now on the top, scroll down, and you'll see all of these amazing deals. There's the compost. Oh yeah, we've got the Cox's orange pippin tree actually as well. Lobelias we've got there. Yeah, that Acer is everything I want from an Acer. It's the shaping of the leaves, it's the colouring, it's stunning. The black dragon glass, honestly, I haven't seen grass that colour before. It's so dark, it's so dramatic. That's going to have drama into your garden. Do you know, every single show I've done here for, I've only done about 3, but that osteospermum, the African daisy, that is here every single show, so that tells me you've been loving it, absolutely loving it. Right, okay, free post and packaging. That's on anything you buy during this live show. Just be sure to type in the code YGTV 2625. So it's obvious when you check out your baskets, you type it in there and then press enter. Then you see the P&P go down to 0. And that's a nice thing. Everyone's going to like. Okay, we're going to be talking about Bavina. Now, this is Sean, it's his garden. He is busy, isn't he, with his garden?
He is indeed. He's got to be. He's got a massive garden.
Is it? Oh, honestly, that is fantastic, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
I know what you mean, actually, because it's not too... You can see through it. It's going to complement what's in front, what's behind it. I know what you mean.
Well, if you... Matt, can I be a pain in the bum? Can you go back to that beginning bit for me? Can you just take it... There, look.
Yeah.
Right, so... what he's got there is sort of a he's got sort of a raised patio bit. Now, it was supposed to have some railings or something put on it. There was a whole story that went with it, but it didn't happen in the end. But it was quite a harsh line, where the patio bit is, then going on to the garden.
Yes.
And actually, by planting the verbena there, what he said is it's really softened the edge of that. But it doesn't hide that stunning view that he's got across the rolling countryside.
That's perfect, isn't it?
That really shows the kind of value of this plant and how it can work so well in a garden.
So if you're dividing patio to lawn or different sections of a garden,
exactly.
That's a subtle way of doing it.
You can do it, but you can still see through it. But it does create a beautiful kind of division between there.
Yeah.
It works so well. Now, 3 of those 9cm pots as well, to be honest, you won't need to get any more.
No.
Because it will help. I mean, you can, obviously, if you want to create that lovely line, you want it instantly, go for it. Multi-buy, do what you need to do. But they will seed about and you'll get loads of babies from them. So then you'll be able to see them. You can see, it's really obvious, the foliage that goes from this. Once you know what it looks like, you will see these little babies pop up. So I've got one of these in my garden. It's in a border down that end of the garden. And then earlier on in the year, right up at the other end of the garden, in one of my pots, I was like, there's a baby verbena growing.
Really?
So a little baby verbena was coming up there. So wherever they start growing, you can either get rid of them if they're in the wrong place, or dig them up, pot them up, give them away, put them in different areas of your garden. They grow really vigorously as well. So a plant like this will reach my height quite happily in one season.
Nice.
They'll form clumps as well. So first year you'll get the growth, you'll get those lovely flowers, pollinators absolutely adore them. Next year, it'll thicken up, you'll get a bigger clump of them.
Nice.
So it really works so well in your gardens, and they are completely winter hardy. I think this has got the RHS Award of Garden Merit as well.
Right, wow.
So I do think that this is an award-winning plant, and if it hasn't, I'm going to give it my own award of Garden Merit because, I'm as important as the RHS, obviously.
So is this Bex's Garden Merit?
This is Bex's Garden Merit. You need this in your garden. It's so easy, just so simple. Pollinators adore it, and it's gorgeous.
It is beautiful,
and it's
isn't
rooty.
It is actually. Maybe you have got those edges. You do want to frame and divide parts of your garden. That's a really good example, that, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a perfect example.
Really perfect example.
And
absolutely stunning.
Exactly what you mean. Yeah, £12.72 for 3 of them, 3 9cm pots. Yeah, there we go. 560910. Right, we've also got a beautiful rose here. This is the Sophie Rocas. Wow, I mean, the colour is so sophisticated. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely stunning colour, and this is what I love. I mean, there's several things I love about this: the colour and the fragrance. But look, I mean, it's not childish pink, is it?
I know what you mean. Some hot pinks can be, can't they?
It can be just a bit
too much. Yeah.
This is sophisticated. Sophisticated. Anyway,
see what we did there?
it's a beautiful, sophisticated colour. Let's just move on from that point. Very petalicious flowers as well. You can see that one's just starting to open up, but there are layer upon layer upon layer of petals in there. Lovely edges to them as well. Just kind of, you know, just kind of like someone's taken the pinking shears to the edges there. You can see the aircon blowing on that rose right now. Now it is a floribunda.
We're representing a nice romantic
exactly.
breeze here.
It's a floribunda. You can see that there's clusters of roses there. So there's one open, but then you've got the two buds on either side there waiting to open up. And the fragrance really is delightful. Not too heavy, not too light. It's the Goldilocks. It's just right.
Well, there's something so quintessentially British about a rose, isn't there?
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be, maybe it's got big beds for it, maybe it's going to be a little section in your garden. You might be multi-buying some of these, but there's something just so classic. You can't go wrong with a rose. For £16.99, this one arrives here in a 4-litre pot. So you're saving £10 if you've got this now. So it's 530-545. We got so many big savings on the show. And don't forget, free postage and packaging. Honestly, I'm always impressed with the prices from YouGarden. I really am. I'm always going around garden centres and looking at prices. Like, I'm sort of person, I wouldn't just buy that one. I'd go to the other one down the road and check. But honestly, and then I look at prices here and I think, wow, how do they do it? Now the Euphorbia, the Miner's Merlot, it's the colour of this that just absorbs me.
Well, it's the range of colours of this that will, you know, absolutely amaze you. So a really beautiful shade of green that you've got there, like a dark olive. The stems are a burgundy, gorgeous colour there, but it changes colour. You get this dark Merlot colour from it. Right now, mine's more, I think because it's been so warm, it's got much lighter tones to it in actual fact. This is mine from last year, where you can see that true Merlot colour. I mean, it's slightly bigger now, but this is what I was talking about with the flowers, the lime green coloured flowers that appear on there, and the contrast between that and the dark foliage. It's amazing, honestly. Quite fast growing, so if you've got a gap in your border and you want to fill it quickly, Euphorbia is a really good option because they do get a rump on. Tough, hardy, evergreen, colour changing. Great for wildlife. Wildlife absolutely love this. In fact, I'm doing a talk later this year at. I'm doing a talk at the Rutland Flower Show next this year. I've been invited to the Rutland Flower Show as an ambassador, which is quite exciting. A bit fancy.
What's the subject? Do we know?
It's what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't written it yet.
Right. Okay.
I'm starting to freak out a little bit, but I will. But I'm going to do a little section.
What experience?
I'm going to do a section on various plants, and one of them for sure is Euphorbia. I'm going to be talking about Euphorbia. So out of all of the plants that I could possibly talk about, I know Euphorbia is one of the ones that I will be talking about at the flower show.
So this is a
That's
special
how much I
moment
really like this one.
Yeah.
I really do.
You're right when you say they grow quickly. Mine, I've got a different version, but it's like quadrupled in size from last summer I planted, about this time last year-ish, and I can't believe it. It's the easiest thing.
So easy.
I've got.
So beautiful.
Yeah, it is. So there we go. If you want this time, the Miner's Merlot, there's beautiful, all those selection of colours there for £12.74. So it's 511610. Now the Cordyline, the Magic Star, this is striking. They always have such a magnificent impact, Cordylines, don't they?
They do, yeah. They've got, it's to do with the sort of height, the shape of the leaves. They just give
the fanning out of the leaves.
It's quite a symmetrical shape to the fanning of the leaves as well, isn't it? And that's what gives that contrast that you need in your garden. And this is where, I mean, look, I don't want us to all get fancy pants and start thinking about designing our gardens. But if you want to get
We're talking colour wheels now. Colour thing. I have no idea.
We have to go opposite ends of the colour wheel. Look, I'm not going to get into all of that. But
if it looks good, it is good, I think.
Exactly. Strategically placed in your gardens, these can provide gorgeous structure in your spaces, in your garden spaces. Pots, borders, doesn't really matter. They can get a little bit taller. They can get 2.5 meters. This one, this is one of the slightly taller ones. So I think that you're looking at anywhere between 1.5 meters, sort of 2.5 meters here. Protect the crown. That's where the new growth comes from. You might need to tie it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You might need to tie it up a little bit in the winter. Matt just shouted in my ear, protect the crown.
Maybe jump. I was on alert then.
That was funny, I like that.
Protect the crown.
Protect the crown.
At all costs.
That's where the new growth comes from, so you might need to just tie it up in the winter time, just for the really frosty days. But
yeah, because frost can get right in there.
It can get right in. You don't want frost and snow and things sitting in the centre there, and it's sitting completely wet because the centre will rot. But just tie it up for a few days, release it again, and it will be very, very happy. As I said, pots, borders, not really that fussy on soil type. Just make sure it's nice free draining soil and you're golden.
Well, I've got things like this, like cordylines, I've got phormiums, I've got yucca.
I love a phormium as well.
Oh, I love
really
them.
Pretty.
I love them. In fact, actually, they're very similar colour leaves to this. I've got some some gravel around it, like Cotswold kind of rocks around it too. And I absolutely love this, but I pride and enjoy this bed. These do not disappoint. They really don't. And for £5.29, it's the whole atmosphere that these can create in a garden. It's 680-305, and yeah, that's the kind of height you're going to get. So immediately you've got that look that people want from a cordyline. It's a good height already. Right, okay, so that's the cordies done. We've also got the hydrangea, the runaway bride.
Yeah, I just want to check in with Eleanor first, though. Eleanor, you're going to the Rutland Flower Show. Which day are you going, my lovely?
Yeah,
which day are you going, Eleanor?
Yeah. Make sure it's Saturday. So you're there on Saturday, are you?
Shh.
Oh, no, won't you not know that?
No, I am. I'm there on Saturday.
Matt,
my talk is on Saturday. I'm on just before Nick Frost. I'm the warm-up for Nick Frost. Like, that's insane,
honestly,
isn't it?
Congratulations.
No, I'm terrified.
You'll be great.
My husband did ask me. He was like, "Do you want me to come?" I was like, "No, I don't want anybody to know me. I don't want anybody that I know to be there." But Eleanor, what day are you going? I'd love to say hello to you.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Well, good on you. Good on you.
Thank you.
You know what? The Runaway Bride. This is one of the first ones we looked at this morning, actually. And it's going to be one of your favourites too, because when it comes to the actual colour, the white, it's easy to fit in. I know we talked about colour wheels and so on, but actually that just slots in. It's easy. You can't go wrong with it. It's like a black dress. It just works, doesn't it? But you've got that gorgeous white against the foliage is really, really nice. It's £15.29 for that. Have I dropped you in it about your day you're going to?
No, not at all. Not
Matt,
at all.
please, why say that?
No, not at all. No, the white colour is honestly just one of the best to add into your garden because, well, it works with absolutely everything.
Yeah.
And it is easy for the white ones to fit into your garden because they just work, don't they? And I've really turned on to the white flowers. I think they are just stunning. They're pure, they're beautiful, and they're like the referee in a boxing match. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they are the referee between
neutral,
the different flowers. So, for example, again, colour wheels, there's certain people who would not plant certain colours together because they're not right in the colour wheel, but you whack a white one in there and all of a sudden...
It's a safe bet, isn't it?
It works.
Yes, it is. It's a safe bet. It absolutely is. For £15.29. That's so good. So 510841. Yeah, that can be delivered to your door for £15.29. How about that? Right, okay, if you're wondering, okay, we need to get some good compost. If you're looking for a good all-rounder with the compost, then we've got a professional grade. Now, this one, professionals use this. I see this to be a little bit of an industry secret, and it's one of the first things I got to know here at YouGarden, actually. People love this. You can always expect this out during our live shows because look, this is not just any compost, Bex, this is it.
Oh, absolutely. This is the compost that we use here at the nursery. I mean, it is a little bit of an industry secret, but one we've let out of the bag.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, we've been bringing this to market for well over 15 years now. It used to just be the compost we use here at the nursery, anything we grow, anything we pot on. But our head gardener was like, actually, this is really good stuff. We should let everybody have access to this.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. And since then, it's been the most highly rated item that we sell. It's the most bought item that we sell as well. People come back time and time again for it. And it works for so many different things. I mean, Sean's in his Sean's in his lovely greenhouse here, and I think that was the perennial pack that he was planting up earlier on in the year, but this could be seed sowing. Seeds work beautifully in this compost as well. A teeny tiny little seed that's got to put roots down, but also got to put shoots up. It needs the space to grow, and this compost allows it that. It could be, I think these were the pro plugs that we had. It could be bulbs that you're planting. What we say is seeds through to trees and everything in between. This compost will work beautifully for it. And it's because it's a special blend of ingredients, reduced peat levels, slow release fertiliser, wetting agent, perfectly pH balanced to be the best multi-purpose compost that you're going to use for the majority of things in your garden. Composted wood fibre that loosens it up, opens up the texture, but also allows for moisture distribution, nice even moisture distribution, but also holds on to that moisture as well. So look, I know it's really hot at the moment, and yes, we're all out mostly on a daily basis, aren't we, watering, because we have to. It's really ridiculously hot at the moment. But actually, what you'll find by using this compost is you could have to water less because it does tend to hold on to that moisture.
And you can see it's been here for a while and it's still got great moisture even in here.
I mean, to be fair, we do wet it occasionally.
Oh, do you?
No, we do wet it occasionally just because it's obviously there's no
there's no atmosphere.
There's no windows. The roof is shut, so sometimes yes, we do have to give it a little water, but it will hold on to it beautifully.
It feels evenly distributed.
Absolutely. Adam does this amazing demo with it actually, where he holds some in his hand. And then he pours water onto it until he can start sort of feeling it against his hand. Right. And then he gets it and he squeezes it into a bowl to show how much water it holds.
Really?
Like, it's incredible.
It's a good idea, this.
Yeah.
And, you know, though, if you are planting at the moment, if you just want to add a bit more nutrients, a bit more drainage perhaps to your soil that you've already got, then go for it. For £21.23, that's 2 5-litre bags here. But from what the goodness that this can give your plants is worth every single penny. And if you want brighter big blooms, if you want maybe deeper green foliage, then absolutely try. Who wouldn't want that, right? So yeah, 1000125. Right then, where should we go now?
We're going to go Ophiopogon, which is the black dragon grass that we've got here.
I'm intrigued by this, yeah.
Yeah, it's fascinating, this one. And again, this is about contrast. This is definitely the sort of design element that you're going to try and put into your garden.
Yes.
Now, again, talking about the sort of hot weathers that we're getting, maybe you're looking for some more drought-tolerant plants for your garden. Ophiopogon could be one of those. And particularly if you're going to plant it, I think you could plant this alongside some sedums. You could plant this alongside some of our sempervivums, the chick charms, where you've got golden tones, you've got sandy-coloured tones, and then you add the black dragon grass in there. Right. That would work absolutely amazing. And yes, this could work in a rock garden very, very happily. It's going to want some nice free-draining soil there. It can cope in a sunny spot. It can also cope in a shady spot as well. So it's a really valuable one. There are multiples planted there. This doesn't get massive. We're talking maybe 30 by 30 centimetres.
Right, okay.
So do think about multi-ordering this if you want to get, you know, a really big, beautiful display. But I think definitely think about what you're going to pair this with. It could work nicely in a pot on its own, but get yourself something contrasting to go with it. Surround that with sempervivums. Put it in the centre of our sedum atlantis. That would create gorgeous contrast. You haven't got to worry too much about
colour clashes with this one, have you, then,
not at
really?
all.
So
I like the
really
green that you get as well. Sort of the fresh growth comes through, that lovely green tone, and then you get the black. And by the way, yes, it flowers as well.
Well, really pretty there. So I haven't seen grass quite like that. The black dragon grass, so it's £12.99 or lowering to £11.04.
Ah,
if you can remember. Oh, there's some in the bottom there.
Yeah, so this is something that Adam planted
That's a good idea,
So there's the cordyline in the centre, the black dragon grass, and look, there's the sempervivums planted around the edge there as well. So all that's missing is a sedum atlantis, and you're good.
Yeah, loving that. Do you know, YGTV 2625, add in that code to get free postage and packaging on anything on this show. How about that?
That hosta is trying to steal focus.
It is. It's taking the limelight, isn't it?
It's
being
really
a diva.
taking the limelight. Get over there, Blue Angel.
There we go. I get called that a lot. Right, OK, so the agapanthus, here we go. This is, you get 3 of these.
You do, and it's the popping purple. So the
I'm just messing with my hosta.
The wonderful purple tones that you get.
I'm just going to hold that there.
You look so awkward.
Oh, because I feel it.
The wonderful.
I'm going to hide behind this.
The wonderful purple tones that you're going to get from that poppin' purple. It is a stunning, stunning colour on this one. Now these are slightly smaller. You're going to get a shorter flower from this than for example the Africanus blue. But what you are still going to get is that explosion, that firework explosion of all those beautiful flowers. Tall, sturdy, strong stems. It's amazing how strong those stems are. And then multiple flowers at the head of each of those. Now, agapanthus are sort of half-hardy plants. They're going to need a little bit of winter protection, OK? So I would put a good layer of mulch over these.
Yeah.
That's how you ensure that they come back for next year. Having said that, I did not protect mine this year, and they've been fine.
Yeah,
but they were sort of, they were close to the house. I've got them sort of close and mingled in with the other pots, so they're in a quite sheltered spot.
Nice,
so
okay.
that probably helped. But half-hardy, they can cope with sort of -5. Most areas of the country are going to be absolutely fine. They will spread. Now, this is the thing. So when you're looking at that picture there, you're thinking, oh, there's loads of flower stems on there, and it will gradually get to that stage. You could have 15, 20, even 25 flower stems from one plant as it grows and matures. It'll just take a few years to get to that stage. You are, of course, getting 3 of these pots here. Sunny spot, they really want that. Free draining soil, they want that. A hug, they want that. They want their roots to be restricted. And don't treat them too nice. This is one of the things, and there's very few of them, but this is one of the things I'm going to say do not put in our compost, because it's too good for them.
Yeah, I get you. Because, you know, the eye to look after. I actually thought mine had died, but then someone said to me, oh, is the leaf still there? So long as this bit's still alive down there, I was a bit worried about it, and it was. And, yeah, mine's just shot up out of nowhere, almost like an inch a day or something.
Yeah. Well, I thought I only had one.
It's going ridiculous.
I thought I only had one flower, because there was only one, but then I've gone back out and there's 2 more on the one plant.
Right.
So I've actually got 3 on there. They just came up really quick.
They really do. So don't worry with agapanthus. Again, I've learned to be patient with them. I really have. For £21, 22 pence, so have 3 of them in 9cm pots. That's 560963. Thanks for your emails. Keep them coming through, guys. We're here for about another hour and 10 minutes-ish till about 12:30. So plenty of time to share more inspiration.
Indeed, indeed. I'm going to get my phone out because we're going to talk to you about hostas next.
Right, OK.
I'm going to take over the feed.
So, yeah, they are big, aren't they, these, already?
Now, these are fantastic plants.
Just over £5 each.
I've been growing these for a few years. You're going to get 3 included in here. There's the one that Charlie's fighting with. It's called Blue Angel. That is that massive, great big heart-shaped leaf one there that you get. They are stunning and big, bold, beautiful leaves on there. You're also going to get the Patriot included in there, which has that gorgeous kind of more white-coloured edged variegation on there.
They do look hand-painted, actually.
Yeah.
like to say.
And you're also going to get one called Wide Brim, which has got variegation as well, but it's a kind of more sort of limey, yellowy colour tone to the foliage on there. All 3 of these will flower for you, and I'm going to get Matt to show you mine. Sorry. Here it is. So let me press play on there. This is what mine are looking like. I filmed that on Wednesday at 4 to 5 in the evening. After finishing here, I went home because, look, each and every one of those plants is flowering. You see multiple flower stems on each of those plants.
I haven't seen a hosta look so healthy, actually.
It's not bad. I mean, look, I'll admit there's a couple of tiny little holes, but not too bad at all, is it? Look at how good that is.
Honestly, you've done well with those.
They're good,
I haven't
aren't they?
seen it like that.
No, I grow them in containers. You can't see the pots because they're in 30cm pots and the foliage is just tumbling over the edge. If planted in the ground, they could get much bigger.
Could they? Okay.
They could. They can spread by much more than that. But you can happily containerise these. I grow them for the foliage. I do. I love that luscious foliage. And they're at the front of my house, the northeast facing side of the house. I was going to say wing. The northeast wing.
Just the west wing.
I wish. But the northeast facing side. And I've got aces there. There's 3 fatsias there. That's where my Dixonia tree fern is as well.
Yeah, if you like fatsias, actually, you like these, I think, aren't you?
Yeah, but it's all the shade-tolerant plants. I've put them all together and they work really nicely together. The flowers are like the icing on the top. You know, they're a bonus. They're lovely. But I grow hostas for the foliage.
Because they're notorious for attracting slugs, you might get that straw mulch actually as well to add in.
Well, that's what I do with mine. I add straw around the top of the pot. I still do my visual checks. I do go out there, you know, on a daily basis, have a little look round. If I see any slugs and snails, I'll remove them and throw them next door.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Do you get on with your neighbours? Yeah.
A
lot of slugs this year.
I actually throw them out the back because the back there is no garden. It's sort of wasteland at the back.
Well, they'll be happier there, won't they?
Exactly. I throw them at the back.
So you're doing them a favour.
So when I say I'm throwing them over the fence, I am throwing them over the fence, but not into my neighbour's garden.
Carefully. Yeah.
Neighbours, if you're watching,
that's
not
awkward.
me.
Yeah, maybe adding the strolch as well. You know, it's well worth it. But yeah, because it is free postage and packaging. Don't forget. But when you add in that code, so £15.27 for 3, just over £5 each. It's just, you can't argue with that, can you? That is fantastic.
Great plant. I mean, look Can I just show the roots? Because
Yeah.
those are...
Let's do it.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's the kind of roots that we're talking about here. I mean, these are desperate to be planted on. These are not 9-centimetre pot plants anymore, are they? These should be in 2-litre pots quite easily. So, yeah,
there you
give
go.
them a home, please.
Get some hostas there, a variety of colours in
Please
one
give them a
order, you know. So yeah, 560 577. If you're looking for some hostas, then that's an easy way to order. You can deliver it home, and you've saved a lot of money. Ordinarily, you can expect a price what we recommend the $29.97. You're not paying anything anywhere near that. It's pretty much half price. Right, the lupins we've got for you here too. I've got my eye on these as well.
Gallery lupins as well. So these are the shorter varieties of lupin. You do, you do find with lupins sometimes they can get just a little bit leggy and a little bit tall.
Can you? Okay.
I mean,
Because I've never grown lupins. No.
You can, absolutely. And maybe you love the taller varieties, but if you've got those, you can add in the shorter variety as well. I mean, these will get to maybe 50 centimetres in height. You'll get the central flower spike that will come up. You can, once that's gone over, you can chop that back, give it a good liquid feed, and you'll find extra flower spikes will come up, so you can get it to reflower within the same season.
Okay.
Just by a tiny bit of work, chop it off, give it a feed, you'll get more flower spikes coming up. This is another one you'll need your Strolch for.
Strolch for, yeah.
Strolch for. It looks and smells like the new fresh growth that comes through on lupin. So just put a layer of Strolch around it and you'll be fine. Beautiful colours you get in them there, 3 different colours included. That lovely sort of raspberry, pinky coloured one. You've got the bi-coloured purple and white one and this beautiful white one, which has those tones of sort of green on there as well.
But would you keep them together? Would you spread them out? It depends on your garden.
Personal choice.
Personal choice,
Absolute
isn't it,
personal
really?
choice. Just don't make them compete. This is something Adam always says. Lupins don't like to compete with other plants.
Right.
So just give them a little bit of space.
OK, well, there we go. Bear that in mind. 3 of them are all in there for £12.72. So 560 709. The easy way to shop is YouGarden.com. As soon as you go there, click live, you'll see all these deals there for you. Right, so they're lupins, the osteos. We love the purple sun.
Just a fantastic. I mean, OK, we've been bringing them to you for ages. I won't labour the point here at all. You know how gorgeous these are. That colour tone, yellow tips, graduating perfectly into the magenta centre there. Floriferous, flower power. This is what we're talking about here. Constantly flowering right the way through summer, up into autumn. And they can be perennial as well. They're a frost tender osteospermum, so you do need to give them some winter protection. Move the pots, dig them up, you know, whatever it is you need to do, give them the protection that they need to get them through to the next year. But though a lot of people grow them as annuals, it's entirely up to you what you do though.
Yeah, they are. John, there's something about the colour. They look like they're almost glowing, don't they? They're stunning. Well, we love them. You guys love them. I know Sean loves them too. Let's see how the purple sun works in his garden.
So I grew these from plug plants from YouGarden, the Osteospermum Purple Sun, and I think they look magnificent. I mean, the colours on these are absolutely beautiful. Now, I have got a confession to make. I did slightly overplant, so if you're thinking, how do I achieve that look? These are big pots, about 45 centimetres, and I did put 6 plants in each. So I could have got away with less, but I don't know. I'm a bit greedy, and I just think they look fantastic like this. So, yeah, if you want to grow them, they're from YouGarden. They're the Osteospermum Purple Sun, and these are going to flower all summer long.
Honestly, Joe, we can see what you're seeing, and you know they look gorgeous on your screen, but when you get them home in person, wow, it's like they've been sprayed with some sort of iridescence or something. There's a glow to these. They are a sight to behold, and they've been so popular. The Purple Sun for £21.20. Yeah, 6 9-centimetre pots, and well done if you just bought them. You've just saved £35. Wow, you're saving more than what you're spending, considerably so if you're a club member. So 400 953. Right, let's review some items. We're just getting reset. We've got about another hour left on the show. Well, these have been very popular, the verbena. This is what these could become in your garden. This is in Sean's garden, and wow, look. And I'm really glad Bex pointed this out because, yeah, just breaks up the harsh edge of the patio to the garden, because you can still see through these. They're not too bushy, they're not too condensed, if you know what I mean. They just add a little bit of life, a little bit of sway, a little bit of movement in the wind, and they can just complement a border. They can do. So 560 910. That's £12.72 for 3 of them. Right, okay, the Runaway Bride. Not only a cracking film with Rich and Gere back in the day, but this is a great hydrangea. Do you know what? When it comes to, if you do worry about colours, I mean, I don't. I think if it looks good, if you're happy with it, then it is good. But if you have got lots of colour, but you've got space for something else, then the white here is just going to fit in effortlessly. This is the Runaway Bride again. It's £15.29 as a club member, and you're going to get the gorgeous white. Yes, you're going to get the foliage is going to be lovely. Now, what we're looking at here, of course, the Sophie Rocas. It's 530545, so that's £16.99. And again here, you know, similar thing. This is a subtle pink. It's not one of those hot pinks, which is fun, don't get me wrong, you know, it's good to have variety. But this is, it's like white with a little hint of a blush. There's just a slight warmth to this. It's a sophisticated pink. So just think, where are you going to place this in your garden? Are you going to multi-buy these? Have you got those big beds around there? Is there a space you're saving for those roses? Well, it's a rose of the week. It's a big one. It's a very popular one too. £16.99. So 530-545 once again for your item number. This has also been a big success, the Miner's Merlot. This is also on our favourites table. So yeah, if you're going for this, you're certainly not alone. But I've got the Silver Edge variety of a Euphorbia, and wow, it must have quadrupled in size since I planted it last year. I've got it in a pot, similar size to this one actually, and it's just done its own thing. It's so easy, I've just left it. Give it a bit of regular watering, and wow, it's just doing it. It's one of the easiest plants, honestly, folks, I've had to look after, and it's been a joy. It's got such a presence, and actually people talk about this, you know, people ask me about euphorbias, but this is the Miner's Merlot. It changes colour throughout the seasons, but this is that beautiful, beautiful, deep presence. I love it. I think if you've got like a bright pot like that one, maybe an old rustic terracotta pot, that's going to be good. Right, let's move on to the cordy line. So this has got great structure, great architectural presence here too. It's the Magic Star. It's £15.29 for your club member. That's 680305. We've also got the Begonia, the Apricot Shades. Right, honestly, if it was just one for this price, I wouldn't be far off. You're getting two of these hanging baskets, literally ready just to hang up at home for £21.23. Just look at the variety of colours you got there. A little bit more yellow, a little bit more orange, almost orange going into slightly more red kind of tones, but you get a variety. 450048. You've got the Salix Flamingo. This is in my top three. It's got like also oriental vibes for me. I absolutely love it, well, hence the name. But this is something you could train to have like big globes of colour, or if you want to let it just grow naturally for a more natural appearance, that's your choice. I would get two of these if you're looking to put on either side of a porch, an entrance to your house. That's going to be fantastic. 510192. We've also got the standard fig. Now, I haven't tried these ones, don't get me wrong, but I've had good quality figs. Some can vary, but I've heard these ones are so sweet and juicy. But even with not talking about eating them, just to look at them, they're lovely. They arrive large already, actually, I've got to say. So it's 70 to 100 centimetres tall in a 3-litre pot, and you're saving £10, so £21.24 in the club. That's 340057. They're stunning. To say you're growing your own figs, would that be a proud moment for you? If it is, then buy it. Get one of these. Get a fig, a standard fig in your garden. I love the standard shape, I really do. Okay, right, the Acer, there's everything you want from Acers. It's that almost like an iconic shape, isn't it? Because some can vary, but it's the flavouring. Don't eat it. It's the colouring I love. It's like a mottled, marbled kind of look in here. Every single leaf has its own characteristics. They're beautiful. But if you love the romance that an Acer can have in your garden, people love them. They're celebrated, aren't they? They're quite iconic, of course, in Japan too. They're very symbolic. But get one in your garden for £25.49. Right. The pink L, oh yes, the Escalonia, also been very popular. Do you know what? You get this lovely, lovely, slightly pink hue to those petals. They're beautiful, beautiful flowering. And I love the large leaves you get on this one. It's that serrated edge. It's the most beautiful deep green. What a gorgeous contrast, not only in colour, but in size too. £29.74. Right, don't forget, add in the code there on your screen to get free P&P on any of these items. The Dixonia, I really want one. I've wanted one of these for some time actually, but you know what? The large ones can be expensive. This one, I think it's a good size, because look, it's going to take years and years to grow fully, or it's going to keep going, but this one is a good size and it's good value for money for £25.49. This is what it could become in years to go. So 500233. We've also got the waterfall buddleia. Doesn't get too over the top, this buddleia. This is really good for your pots, your containers, but the interest you've got in those flowers, the shapes, the colouring, you can't help but just stop and take a moment to appreciate this one, can you? So £21.24, that's 511679. Okay, the calamondin. Honestly, if you've tried or if you've always thought about growing your own citrus fruit trees, there's something to be proud of about that, just to grow your own citrus trees. And yes, it can be done here in the UK, it can be done. It needs some winter protection, just bear that in mind, and really, you haven't got to worry about it too much. It's 340103. Love it, absolutely love it. Now for other plants, when we've got lots of them on the show, maybe you've got seeds, maybe it's for your plug plants. How about the premium professional compost? Well, it's 100 litres, comes in two 50-litre bags. You've got about 50% composted wood fibres in there to help with drainage, to help gives the roots that they need to grow. It gives them that space, that needed space. You've got wetting agents in here. It's pH balanced, so it's going to be good for a variety of plants. This absolutely is a good multi-purpose. Right, £21.23. Please don't think this is going to be similar to the stuff you buy in, those retail parks or DIY stores. That could be claggy, it can smell too. As soon as you put your hand in the bag, as soon as you pick this up, you'll think, wow, you can feel the difference here, and you're bound to see the difference too. So 100125. Right then, we've got some emails, Bex.
I'm sure we have. You'll need to connect again because I stole the connection
earlier. You did. How rude.
How rude of me,
How
right?
rude. Here we go. I'm going to try and do that subtly as I can.
No, you didn't do it.
Did I not do it?
Yeah.
Oh, that connecting. I thought you meant Wi-Fi. It's all gone wrong.
What are you doing?
I was panicking. Here we go. I think I connected to some TV randomly.
Pressing all the buttons.
Someone down the road is going to see these emails. No, they're not. Right, Tony's been in touch. Ibex. Oh, just a photo of my Charlie Boy cordyline. Ooh. Only 7 days ago it was fine. Oh, but now it's flat. The only thing I've done differently is about a month ago I underplanted it with Vincers.
Vincers.
Oh, sorry, Vincers, sorry. I have grown fast and I wondered if it could be connected. I haven't had much success with cordyline. Would I be better with a formium? This is the fourth time of asking, and now it is too late, Charlie Boys, no more.
Oh, Tony!
Oh, Tony, sorry to hear that. Tony,
Any
advice
so
there?
Sorry.
What do you reckon?
Let's show us the picture and have a little look. Apologies, Tony. Charlie Boy is no more. But you'd underplanted it.
I'm all right, it's
the
just
thing
a
is, you
cordyline.
can underplant. Maybe you underplanted just a little bit too early. Maybe it just needed it a bit more time to get established
more space,
before
do you think?
underplanting.
Is that all right? Yeah.
I'm so sorry we didn't get to your question earlier.
Yeah, sorry about that, Tony.
We do try. Obviously, we get a lot of emails. We're very busy. We do definitely try, Tony, and I specifically look out for yours because I know that you often email in and stuff. So I'm sorry, Tony.
Appreciate the time. Sorry to hear that, but if you go for it again, keep us updated, and we'll do all the help we can. Tony, thank you.
Of course.
Dave's been in touch too. Oh wow, these are fantastic.
Oh, bright.
Wow, they are. That garden's packed.
Yeah,
I love that. Joy, you could spend hours in there just delving around.
I love that you can't sit at your table either because you've just got flowers everywhere. Oh,
that's what tables are for.
Barnsley baby. Yeah, looking so pretty.
Very nice.
Look at Barnsley baby.
Loving these. We've got more. Wow, you've been busy.
Oh, and the
nice
lilies.
pots too.
Those are the pots that I've got my hostas in.
Oh really?
Yeah,
they look fantastic, don't they?
Those exact ones. They're called April. Yeah, those are exact ones in the green pots as well. Loads of beautiful colour there.
Oh, this picture's fantastic.
This is Rebecca's World Dahlia, I do believe.
Dahlias never cease to amaze me.
I think that is Rebecca's World. I love that one, yeah.
Is that real even?
Genuinely, and it's just opening up as well. You can see those central ones going to be opening up.
You can't beat that.
Really nice.
They are always striking, aren't they? I think that's
Who's this from, by the way?
That was from Dave.
Dave! Dave, thank you so much for sending all your pictures in.
Dave,
Love
really
that.
appreciate that. We are inspired. Right, Andrew's been in touch too. We've got some bought earlier in the year from YouGarden. Right, let's hear what, let's see what you've been up to. Here we go. Oh, wow.
That's the Salix.
There's Alex, yeah.
That is that the bush? I think it was the bush.
I think it might be.
It was the
looks
bush.
Like it, yeah. Do you know what, those leaves? It's like a
Aren't they
mottled
pretty?
effect. It's just beautiful.
I love them.
Oh, you've done a great job with that one. Great job. Oh, nice.
Oh, some kind of citrus
The
going
citrus
on
tree,
here.
yeah.
Looks like an orange. It could be the calamondin, in fact. Actually,
Yeah,
with
they do look
the
oranges,
shape
don't
of the
they?
orange. Oh, that looks really nice. Well done, Andrew.
They've really come out well, haven't they, those?
Yeah,
Thank you so much to Andrew. That looks absolutely brilliant. Oh, Andrew's got a lobelia in as well. I bet you inspired me to do standalone lobelia in pots. They are coming along nicely.
Yes, Andrew, thank you so
you go.
much for that. Oh, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, they look
They're
great.
beautiful.
Andrew, I hope you love those now that I've inspired you to do that.
They're doing well,
They'll just
aren't
sort of
they?
tumble over the edges as well. They're going to look really good. And you'll be so pleased because they're going to look like that all summer as well.
They're
They'll
really
be one of
good.
the longest flowering things.
Oh, well, there we go. Honestly, Andrew, thanks so
I
much.
can't believe I inspired Andrew. Andrew
there
with the
you-
amazing garden.
There you go.
I feel dead chuffed about that.
Honestly, well, advice paid off. They look fantastic. But thanks for all your emails. We'll try and read some more out later on in the show too. It's been brilliant. In fact, Andrew sent another one in. We'll show you that shortly with the purple sun. Oh, I know what that's going to be.
Oh, very good.
Right, okay. What should we look at next? We've done the compost, haven't we? You love this. The Braeburn. Oh, yes, the apples.
Yeah. Let's get this apple tree up here.
It's one of the most popular varieties in the UK. I once
It
read,
is.
the Braeburn.
Braeburn is one of the most popular eating. I mean, I think it is actually the most. I don't
Is it?
know. Don't quote
It's
me.
certainly one of them.
It's right up there, and it's because it's got a lovely flavour to it. It's the one my husband always buys, actually. He loves a Braeburn.
It's not too sweet, they're just right.
They are perfect,
Yeah.
aren't they? Nice sort of tangy, juicy,
Yeah.
nice bite to it when you bite into it. Lovely kind of blush colour to the red colour to the skin there as well.
It's a classic.
And actually very, very easy to grow yourself.
Okay.
Very, very easy. Now, this tree is not going to get too big, okay? So it's one of our patio trees. I was just checking the graft point. Yes, we've got the graft point on there. So this is what we'd class within the patio range, basically. So you could grow these in one of our heavy-duty pots. You've got options with heavy-duty pots now. We've got the 30-litre, 35-litre, we've got the 50-litre.
the heavy. Oh, yeah, the solid. Those
Yeah,
ones,
these
aren't
big
they?
ones down here. So you could happily grow this on a sunny patio, and it's not going to get too big. We're talking 2.5, maybe 3 metres, but it's going to take several years to get to that stage. You should be getting fruits on here from next year. I doubt. I mean, there's nothing looking. It doesn't look like you've got fruits on this one. Maybe you'll get one with a fruit or something on this year, but get it
They're
in,
lovely
get
anyway,
it
aren't they?
planted,
Yeah.
get it established. I would be telling you to remove most of the fruits this year anyway, because plants need to get established, get their roots in before you let them give you too many fruits.
Ah, right. Okay.
And then next year you can start with that fruit production there. Winter hardy plants, nice bit of sunshine, a little bit of pruning in winter whilst the plant is dormant. You're looking for that goblet shape, the open goblet shape in the centre. Remove any branches that are rubbing and crossing. Remove some from the centre, which allows light and air to get through once it grows all of its leaves and things next year. That's how you get the best fruit production.
That's how you get it. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. Good tips there. And don't forget, this show is going to be uploaded to YouTube. You can watch it back time and time again to get these tips. It's in case you forget.
Big pot.
It is a big pot, isn't it?
It's a big pot.
So
Look
that's
at
the
that.
sort of thing.
Ooh,
That's
check
what
out
you're
the
going to get home.
gardens.
Yeah. Well, there we go. It's good for weightlifting. Or maybe not. But for £18.69, classic, your classic Braeburn workout. It's 300031. It's getting weird now. We got 50 minutes to go. We can't lose it yet. Right. The bridal bouquet. I haven't seen this yet.
Oh, that landed on me toe.
You're right.
Yep. Yes, bridal bouquet. My word, check out these beautiful pots. Right, I'm going to have to pick one up for you so you can.
So you've got 6 varieties in here.
Oh, they're so and you can see them all on the screen. Look, Calibrachoa, Fuchsia, Petunia, Helichrysum, Geranium, and Verbena.
What a variety! Just
Lovely.
all done for you.
And look at the size of these. Look at how big and beautiful these are. Those are the pots that they come in. They come with those little ties around the sides. So you just got to snip that off. It's just sort of. I don't even know why it's there, to be honest with you. Anyway, just snip that off.
Yeah.
And then you've got. Apparently, it stops the pot coming away from the compost.
Maybe just holding it. Yeah.
I don't know. So look at the beautiful display that we're getting on these. That's the sort of floral display we're talking about. Those geraniums smell amazing. I'm getting all that gorgeous fragrance from the geraniums there. The fuchsias are tumbling and trailing over the edges there. We've got petunias in there as well. I mean, this one, you will get a pair of these. Oh, is it? Yeah, you get 2 of these. Look at this one and how this one's coming on. You can see all those gorgeous petunias coming out in that one. They're pre-planted with the perfect mix of plants. So they are designed to work really nicely together. And sometimes we have no idea, do we, how to put pots together, which plants are going to work nicely.
Maybe haven't got a lot of time, yeah.
But getting the right combination between colours, shapes of flowers, when they're going to flower as well, to make sure that you're getting long-lasting interest in your garden. That's tricky unless you've got the proper, you know, full-on serious knowledge. This is definitely the easy way of getting the best sort of designer results from your garden.
These are my favourite, I think.
You like the petunias?
I've always loved petunias, you know. I've seen quite a lot of them recently. That colouring is just magical.
It's nice, isn't it?
So that just arrives to your door. So for £27.80 if you're a club member, wherever you put that, you've got something that just looks curated.
Absolutely.
If you've got that corner that needs filling, well, there you go, job done, isn't it?
I love it.
Really?
And then you've got the pots for next year as well, because everything, I mean, nearly everything. You're probably just going to use these as annuals, although there's a couple of things in there that you could get through to next year. But you'll then have the pots that you can use for next year as well.
There we go. Yeah, keep those, absolutely. But don't forget, add in the code YGTV2625 just before you check out, and that reduces your P&P to 0. How about that on everything on this show? So yeah, 450211, the bridal bouquet. That is really, really special.
It's good, isn't it?
Now, we talked about these pots, didn't we? The nesting pots. These are, they're so solid, and I heard they were Italian made, which is really impressive.
Oh, why? You know more than me there. Are they Italian
so
made?
well, I was told. I think Stuart told me that. Yeah,
really?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you.
Well, we'll check me on that. I think it's on the website. But yeah, you told me that. But anyway, look, you know what? They are solid, aren't they? These?
Oh, they are so solid. They are brilliant. And these are the new and improved ones. I was actually deadheading earlier, so you can see one of the jobs that I use it for, which is as a garden shrub to collect all the deadheads in.
Yeah.
Now, these are the new and improved ones because you've got the extra drainage around the bottom there. So that used to be just there was 4 holes in the bottom of this pot. Now, you've got the channels. You've got the drainage holes within the channels.
Ah, they're on the side. So
yeah. So there is absolutely no reason your plants should be sitting wet when we get the wet weather. It's going to come, everybody. I know we're in a heat wave, but of course we're going to get the wet weather at some point. And if the holes at the bottom of your pot sit clogged up, your plants are going to rot. The roots are going to rot. I've got it with one of my pots, actually. I need to give it some attention, but all of the pansies, and I realised I was watering and the water's just sitting on the top. It's not actually going in. There's something going on, so I need to get it out and have a little look. I've got to have a look. But you've got those big, new improved spaces at the bottom there with the drainage holes, but of course you've still got all of the big drainage holes that go around the side of the pot here as well. So there really is no way for water to sit in there.
So you wouldn't need to put that on pot feed or anything like that, and would you, for that?
No, no. Nice. This is the great thing about this. You can sit that flat on the ground, and because of the raised channels and the holes around the sides,
good to know that,
they can drain. The water can drain away. Good size as well, nice and strong, sturdy. Those handles are moulded into place. I've never ever broken one of these, unlike those floppy plastic trugs that, you know,
they can be, can't
we
they?
all know we break those constantly, don't we? The handles rip off. That doesn't happen.
What are these like against, like UV rays? And
perfect,
stuff?
yeah. It's made from the same sort of thing as your wheelie bins are made from.
Oh, right.
I mean, we don't protect our wheelie bins, do we?
No, but having said that, the colours are
years.
Beautiful on my wheelie bins, and that's probably why.
They last for years, and so will these. I've had some 8 years, 10 years, something like that. Sean's definitely had his for 15 years plus. Never broken one. I did do a count, and I've completely forgotten how many I've got now, but something like 18 or 22, something like that of these I've got in my garden.
So just for maintenance, for weeding, or carrying logs into the house in the winter, you know, all that sort of thing.
One I've got, which is, I have to make sure I don't plant anything in it, so I've got it as my garden trug, basically, for doing the deadheading, weeding, that sort of thing. The rest of the, exactly like that. The rest of them I've got as planting pots. So Sean's got his 2 Christmas trees in there, uses one as the a garden trug. What have I got planted in mine? Let's go along the route. I've got the Appletini apple tree, 4 different types of blueberry, Stella cherry. I've got my fig. Did I put my fig in that or something else? Can't remember. I've got my peach peach tree growing in there. I've got actual peaches growing on it as well. Tomatoes, yes, had those growing in there previously. Cordylines, roses, all sorts you can plant in there. It doesn't matter. It's a professional growing pot. You will find loads of other uses for them. Simon, I haven't seen him in the chat for a while. Simon, what's happened to you? Where are you? He emailed
Simon's
us.
got these, yeah.
He's got them and he messaged us. We were asking what people use them for. He uses one as a laundry basket.
Oh, why not?
Why not?
Hey, why not?
Store stuff in them.
You're going to get 5 of them.
Move stuff around the garden in them. You know, there's so many jobs that you can use these for. Once you get some, you'll need more.
You'll need them. These are always going to be used, whether it's for, you know, just gardening, like the maintenance like this, or actually for planting. And £25.47. That's 3 30 litres, 1 35 and 1 50 litres. So yeah, 5 in total. 130681. We've had people loving these. Elena says the 50-litre pots are amazing.
Yes, they are.
I like it, Elena. I hope I pronounced your name right. I think that's right. That sounds really, really useful. People are saying good morning. Still people tuning in. We got Mauricia still watching. We got Elena. We've got Neil there too. Verna's watching too. Thank you so much, everyone. We love hearing your chat. It's great.
We
right,
do.
the Hydrangea, the Runaway Bride. This has been a storming success. You know, it's a good size. This.
It's a really good size. I mean, it comes in a 14-centimetre pot, and it is wanting to tip over, isn't it? Because it's got so big. It does need to go into a larger pot now. So this is the kind of vigorous growth that you can get from your hydrangeas. They really do take off and look amazing. Hydrangea Runaway Bride was the plant of the year at the 2018 Chelsea Flower Show. This won the plant of the year at the Chelsea Flower Show just in 2018.
Really?
It's amazing.
And just to have that in your garden is a proud moment there for, isn't it?
And it's a bit of a breeding breakthrough. It's what's classed as a garland hydrangea. So you get these lovely sort of trailing garlands of flowers, and it flowers on new wood. So that's really easy for your pruning. Just prune it in early spring. When you start seeing that new growth coming through, and all of the new growth will carry those new flowers. You probably won't need to worry about it for a year or two anyway for pruning purposes. Can get to about 1 metre in height, metre spread. Perfect in a big pot like you can see in that picture there. Or in the ground as well, in a part shade position. That's the best place for them.
Why not? There you go. Well, look, for £15.29, you get a lot for your money there too, don't you? So it's 510841. Right then, we've got cordylines here. This is still one of my favourites. Love it. It's the leaves, it's the colouring that's magnificent.
I mean, that is just magical, isn't it? The colour of the centre of that plant. It's the mixture between the red. It's the mixture between the pink. I can't quite.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Place it, but it is so. I think if you saw that planted in someone's garden, you'd make a beeline for it. You'd want to look into it. You'd want to have a look at the central colour of it. Contrast, structure, architecture from a really easy plant. There's very little you need to do with these. Great if you want a low maintenance garden because they don't need much attention at all. As the lower leaves fade, you're going to remove those. You can normally pull them away, but sometimes snip them off once and you can tell when they're fading. They go a sort of different colour and they go a bit droopy. So just remove those. That'll form that lovely trunk for you at the base of the plant. You can then underplant underneath it. Once it's got a little bit of height to it and it's got established, you can then underplant it, make the most of the space in the garden. Add it into borders, add it into pots, put it in a sunny spot, put it in a part shade spot, add it into a tropical garden. It can really add that sort of Mediterranean flavour to a tropical style planting scheme.
Well, I think it's going to do that immediately because, you can see the size of it already, but they can actually get really big. They're fantastic things, this. They could be a central focus point in your garden. It could well be coming that. So £15.29, so it's 680305. I love the slightly lighter colour around the perimeter of each leaf. It frames it. It's so clever. I love it. I'm really impressed with that one. We've also got the Miner's Merlot, the Euphorbia. Yeah,
in the 3-litre pot as well. So this week is the first time we've actually brought it in the 3-litre pot. Normally we've got it in the 9-centimetre pots for you. So if you maybe it's that you didn't want 3, so you never went for the 9-centimetre, because we always bring you those in 3s.
Of course.
Maybe it is that you just wanted one of those. This is a great time for you, because you are just getting the one in the 3-litre pot, nicely established, and then it's going to create these lovely colours for you. Dark, beautiful, moody Merlot colours, and you can see the contrast with the greens in the background of that picture. When the flowers come on here, you're going to get those lime lime green colour flowers, which are again a beautiful contrast with that foliage, and a long flowering season as well. They normally start flowering around May, keep going right the way through summer, and it's evergreen. You know, it doesn't drop its leaves. Plus, you get colour changing tones to those leaves as well. Yes, that is one of the colours that you will get from it, but for the rest of the year, it does change its colour. You get olive greens, you get some kind of, I mean, at the moment, there's a weird mix of orange tones coming through on mine as well.
Really?
And I wonder if it's just to do with the heat and the...
Perhaps,
maybe.
Yeah.
But
it always grabs your attention, doesn't it? It's just fascinating watching this.
Easy, drought tolerant, tough as old boots, can cope in sun, can cope in part shade, could be container grown, could be grown in the ground as well. It ticks all the gardening boxes.
It does. You know, I was always so impressed by mine. Even from the moment I planted it, I was so impressed. It's one of my favourites euphorbia I've got in my garden. But this one, yeah, the Miners Merle, £12.74 for club members. It's 511610. Right, we've also got the Rose of the Week.
We have. We need to say goodbye to Verna. She's disappearing though. Goodbye, Verna. Thanks for your company, my lovely.
See you all Thursday, Verna says. Yeah, YouGarden TV every single Thursday and Sunday morning. So, Verna, you take care. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. Thanks very much for watching indeed. Right, OK, the Rose,
yes.
the Sophie Rojas.
Sophie Rojas. £16.99 for a potted rose. Are you kidding me? From Harkness Roses as well, which are world-renowned breeders. Been breeding roses since 1879. Still a family-run business. So it's amazing that, I mean, they've passed all their knowledge down through the generations.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. Been breeding disease-resistant roses for all that time, and of course been pesticide-free since the mid-90s. So you really have got an amazing heritage with these particular rose breeders here. Look at that pretty rose. That bud is just opening up, and you're going to get petal upon petal upon petal, layers and layers of them. A really elegant, beautiful colour and a delightful scent on this Floribunda rose there. You can see the other buds just around the side there waiting to take their turn and open up. Clusters of these fantastic flowers that will be there throughout summer as long as you keep deadheading that plant. That's how you get the consistent sort of flowering nature from your rose bushes.
There we go. For £16.99. You might add in this to other roses you've already got. Maybe it's going to be your first rose. Make it the Rose of the Week. So it's 530545. The Verbena is lovely too.
Yeah, the one I'm persuaded you need to have in your garden.
You know what?
Right?
You've done that a few times actually. Yeah. The Salix, I think you've done that.
Good,
you've placed that in my garden already.
And the cordyline.
Cordyline, yeah.
Yeah, you need some Verbena.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Borders without barriers. A beautiful plant. Pretty sure this has got the award of garden merit. I'm pretty sure it's got the badge of being perfect for pollinators as well. Grows nice and tall, can get to my height, you know, 5'6", a bit taller, very, very easily. Pollinators just flock to it. You'll constantly see bees hopping around it. But it's a tall, willowy plant that just plays well in the borders, creates those borders, but without creating that barrier. You can still see through it, and this is why garden designers use it a lot in their garden schemes. It will happily seed about, you'll create loads of new plants from it, completely winter hardy, disappears in winter, comes back every year and grows to that full height every single year.
Well, do you know, I know you're a big fan of this, and do you know, I love the sound of the Verbena. If you'd like to go for yours, it's £12.72. If you want to see it in situ, here's Sean showing off how he had beautiful, beautiful flowers from the Verbena.
Well, this edge of my patio looks a little bit severe and harsh, I think you'll agree. But if I take you around this side, I actually planted last year Verbena bonariensis, and I just love this because you still get the view, but it softens the whole border. And I just adore these like pom-poms of purple. And it's a massive one for the pollinators as well. You get so many bees just dancing around here. But Verbena bonariensis, it's often known as a transparent plant. And what it does, it really highlights other plants in your beds and borders without dominating. You can always see through it. You've got these lovely kind of, I always call them like plants that look like they've done Pilates, because you've got these long, lean kind of stems and side stems, and there's these little purple pom-poms on the edge of every one. So they never block, they never dominate, they never overtake, but they complement all the other plants in the garden. Now, these are in full flower right now. Last year, I let them go to seed. I want to show you what's happened. So if you come and take a look down here, I mentioned that I let these go to seed last year. They look really attractive during the winter, but look, there are now hundreds of mini Verbena bonariensis. Look, loads and loads of these. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to dig these up and I'm going to plant them all the way around the garden. So imagine what I've got here. I can have the other side of the patio, and then I really want, that border's a bit dull over there, so I'm just going to plant dozens of Verbena bonariensis, and I think it's going to look great. And all these plants were free just from the seeds from these.
They're really practical as well, actually, aren't they? If you just want that little bit of division, but nothing too harsh, it's good to subtly divide sections of your garden, your outdoor space. Why not? Yeah, 3 of them.
Definitely putting them in my new garden.
Are you?
I am, definitely. They're going
you're moving, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, I haven't bored you with my story. I won't do it now.
Tell me, all right. A nice fresh garden. That's exciting, though, actually.
And it's quite empty as well. There's a few bits and pieces, but it's quite empty, so I get to actually properly design it. I'm very excited.
Oh, really?
I'm very excited.
It's exciting to have like a blank canvas, isn't it? Wow, that's going to be great. Keep us updated.
I will. Don't you worry, I will.
I'm sure, hopefully. So, do you know what, for so many different plants, if you're looking for a really, really good, tried and tested, multi-purpose compost, then this is the one. This is not just any compost. You can feel that straight away. So, I think a big part of it is the wood fibre. So we said about 50%.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 50% composted wood fibre, and it's really well composted. You'll have done it in the past. You'll have bought some rubbish old compost.
Oh, it's and like then you end mud
up,
almost.
Yeah, but then there's all those great big sticks and things in. I bought other compost in the past. Sorry, head gardener, I have. But I've ended up picking great big chunks and sticks and things. In fact, we asked people recently, what's the weirdest thing you found in compost? And we had some crazy responses. Bits of string, glass.
You're joking.
Somebody found a mobile phone in their compost.
No.
Somebody else found a fibre. Someone found a wallet.
A fibre.
I mean, we wouldn't mind finding wallets and fivers, would we?
But
I don't want bits of broken glass. I don't want bits of string. I don't want
awful.
great big lumps and chunks in there.
Well, just...
You don't get that in this.
Bags people have bought from, like, DIY stores and
something.
something.
Yeah, just rubbish compost.
Whoa.
And the thing is, a lot of people think it's just dirt in it.
No.
It's not. Not all compost is made equal. And if you think about the money you spend on plants, which, listen, we give you loads of savings. Hopefully we give you really good value here. But we're still spending our money on these plants because we have this amazing hobby and we want our gardens to look nice. You need to plant them in the best compost. Buying cheap compost is a false economy. Honestly, it really is. Your plants take most of their goodness, obviously they need sunshine and all the rest of it, but they're taking their moisture, their feed, their nutrients, they're bringing that out, they're drawing it through their roots. Their roots are in the compost. That's why you need the best compost. Because the plants survival, its ability to thrive and give you the most fruits, the most flowers, the most vegetables is from its root systems. So you have to put it in the best compost.
You do, and you're going to give it a really, really good foundation to thrive with
exactly.
this. You truly are.
Yeah.
You know, for £21.23, and this is how it arrives in the two bags, so two 50-litre bags. And you know what? They haven't got to worry about fancy packaging like that. It's what's inside it, and I like that because that's like it's like a little trade secret that you can now buy. That's why it's like that.
But the packaging, and all the gubbins that you get on there, it's very clever marketing, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's got added extra blah blah blah. It costs a lot of money, basically, so we don't do that because obviously we'd have to put the price up of the compost.
I'd rather go in the compost.
I'd rather the value is in the bag and not on the bag.
That's exactly what you want, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there we go, £21.23 again for the two. So 100125. We got some more emails come through. Thank you so much indeed, Joel. We did one. The last one we did was from Andrew. Actually, Andrew did send another one in.
Okay.
From the sunflower. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So I think it's Andrew's picture that we normally use from last year, isn't it? Where it's got, he took the picture in October and it's got hundreds of flowers on it still in October. So Andrew's obviously doing it again this year, look. And look at how beautiful that looks. We love Sunbelievable. It's coming up in a little while, actually, if you haven't got your Sunbelievable yet. It is the plant that is sexually frustrated.
Right, okay.
It's a sterile...
Poor things. That must be terrible.
It's a sterile plant, which is its secret to success. That's why you get so many flowers.
So it tries very hard.
It tries very hard.
But poor thing. Anyway, we won't go there. We've read one out from Dave. Tony, we read yours out earlier. Thanks very much again to Tony. Neil, we had missing pictures earlier. Here we go.
Yes, here we go.
Right, there we go. I see. Is that Star Jasmine?
Oh, that is, that's Trachlospermum. Yes, it is. It's Tracheospermum star jasmine. Look at them. They are in full bloom at the moment, aren't they? The one I've got in the tower pot is actually slightly pink tone. So I think I've got the pink one in my tower pot, but the other one is the white colours. Gorgeous fragrance.
Do you know, I need to trade mine, I think, because I've got one in the pot, one in the back of a bed.
Yeah.
And it's just getting ballistic,
yeah,
this
you need
thing.
to tie it into
I need to spend a bit of time doing that.
It's a climber, so it needs some help.
But out of nowhere, they've really... I love my star jasmine, honestly. And Neil, thank you very much for that. Oh, there's another one, sorry.
Oh, there's the osteospermums. Look at those. That's going to fill that pot, Neil. You're going to be so happy.
Yeah, it is.
I know you love your osteospermums.
Those colours, Neil, they're just stunning, aren't they? They're fantastic. Oh, there's more.
Oh, you sent loads of pictures, didn't you?
There we go. Nice.
Lupins. Lovely little lupins coming up.
Nice. And the next one. Here we go. Oh, same one. Sorry, my bad. I'm getting quicker.
It's not easy.
No, is that the agapanthus,
that's the agas,
isn't it?
It's agapanthus coming up. You can see the flower stems coming up there. You've got loads.
Mine are at that stage, actually, too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I see 9 flower stems coming on there.
You're
That's
doing
looking
well
good, Neil. Very good.
Really good. Really good. And, you know what? Is that a hosta there?
Oh, that's his hosta.
Do you know what? That is beautifully kept.
Neil,
look at that.
Right, yours is doing way better than mine. Look, not one munch hole.
Honestly, Neil,
there is
that's
not
impressive.
One hole on that. That looks really good. Well done, you.
I'm blown away by that, Neil. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, Joshua's been in touch too. Wisteria in the tower pot. Joshua says, hello, how do I get this to go around the pot some more?
Okay.
Here we go. Let's have a look at this. Oh, it's a tower pot. You commented on Facebook too. We've got those, Joshua. Thanks so much for taking the time.
You want it to go round the tower pot more? Well, you've got to wait for some of that growth to come, OK? So you're going to see some big growth happen over the next few months, basically. So as it does, what you want to do is keep an eye on it. And those stems, you want to wind them in between the gaps. So hopefully you can get your hands into the gaps. They're quite big, so get your hands in and then just gently help it to wind its way around. Try and get it to snake. So rather than just going round and round in circles or straight up, get it to go in one direction and then get it to curl back on itself.
I get you, okay.
Because that's how you get the most growth.
You'll put balance.
You'll put the plant under stress. So when the plant's under stress, it'll send out extra shoots, and that's how you're going to get the most coverage. So get your hands inside the tower pot. For those stems, then just wind them around the trellis bits. Sorry, just making my brain work. And then it'll gradually do it. Honestly.
Well, there you go. And
feed it, water it.
Looks like you're off to a great start.
Yeah,
then,
really good. Really good.
Oh, it says thank you, Joshua. You're very welcome, very welcome. Elena's been in touch too. Hi, I picked my fully blooming yucca and a few others. Finally found what was killing my strawberries, lol.
Oh,
what was that? There we go. Oh, well, let's go through these.
Wow, what is that rose?
Don't know. That is stunning, though, isn't it?
Is that rose?
That's like a very slight off-white. Is it a peony?
No, it's a rose.
It's a rose.
That's looking pretty, though,
They're looking lovely. Oh, wow.
Oh, this is Hypericum, isn't it? Oh, those have gone over alliums, but then this down here is her. Yeah, look, Hypericum. Beautiful yellow flower. Oh, my fault.
Oh, no, it's all right.
My fault, I pressed it. But beautiful yellow flowers, and you're getting all those berries on there as well. That looks really pretty.
Yeah, that's honestly, there's a lot to admire there, isn't there? They're beautiful. We've got two more. Here we go. Oh, wow, that's towering.
That is the yucca flowering.
Good grief, look at this. And actually, you can see in contrast there. Wow. Done well with that.
That's insane.
Here we go. Oh, it's your cat.
Oh, it's the cat that's destroying your strawberry.
Oh, look.
There is the culprit.
Hey, he knows he's been caught, or she.
Happy.
He knows.
Happy cat.
What a gorgeous cat, though.
Beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Naughty cat.
Naughty cat, though, but gorgeous. Elena, thank you very much for that. It's brilliant.
Very good.
You know what? We've got about 25 minutes left on the show, so any more last-minute questions or share some more pictures, we'd love to hear from you. Right, the hanging baskets, the begonias, these are... They're so colourful. They have such a lot of energy into your gardenings, I think.
Yeah, so multi-planted, these pots. You are going to get two of them. There's one here, there's one up above our heads. beds. It is a hanging basket. So it comes with the hanging bits attached to it, or for you to attach to it. But you can remove them and just have them, you know, as a pot like this. Or you could attach them to the hanging bits and hang them up somewhere. It's entirely up to you. You've got options. You're getting 5 plants per pot. So there's 10 in total in there. Tumbling, trailing over the edges. For me, it's the combination between the flowers and the foliage. I think they work really nicely together. You know, you've got the contrast, you've got the perfect backdrop for those pretty flowers, and lovely colour tones. You've got oranges, you've got reds, you've got all the shades of apricot included in there. Slightly different shapes as well. You've got some, you know, multiple layered petals. You've got the male and the female flowers in there, basically. So you've got all of that joy, all of that beauty, and from a plant that is undemanding. You don't really need to deadhead, they just do it themselves. Feeding and watering really helps. I mean, I had Begonia Super Cascade a couple of years ago. I put them in my hanging basket this year. And for that first year when I grew them, I didn't feed them at all.
Oh, do you not? No.
I didn't, and they looked amazing all year. I still recommend you feed.
Just crack on.
Obviously, it does make a big difference, but they are super simple, easy. Love a sunny spot, but can cope in a part shade spot as well, and that's what I really like about them. That's why they are one of the most popular items that we bring you.
Easier to look after.
Easy.
I don't like sparse hanging baskets.
Yeah.
They're quite dense, aren't they?
And they'll tumble over the edges. So I know you can see some of this pot, but they will tumble over the edges as well. And an amazing price for 2 of those.
Well, they are. Let's explain how you get that club price. That's the lowest price. Who wouldn't want that? If you are tempted, you can get so much money off. It can pay for itself very quickly. But here are the features you can enjoy from being a club member.
If you love your garden as much as we love ours, then why not join the YouGarden Discount Club?
The club has been running for many years, and it's where thousands of our customers enjoy a whole host of benefits to ensure that they get the most out of their gardens for less.
Now is a great time to join the YouGarden Discount Club, as the benefits have just got even better. So what do you get when you join the club?
Firstly, our members will get bigger discount rates all year round. So you'll now receive 15% off our range of plants and accessories, and that's on top of any other discounts you might have.
For those bigger investments, such as garden furniture or lawnmowers, for example, you now get 7.5% discount on all of our outdoor living and machinery range.
In addition to the ongoing discounts, you'll also get more voucher value when you join or renew your club membership. We will send you 4 £5 product vouchers, which you can redeem throughout the year against the cost of your orders.
And as a new added benefit, you will now receive 2 free P&P vouchers, which can be redeemed against the cost of your shipping.
Club members get priority access to exclusive offers and brand new products at our best prices.
We'll keep you up to date with fantastic advice and top tips from our grown experts and professional gardeners to make sure that you get the most from your new purchases and existing plants. The best way to join the club is with our auto-renewal subscription. You'll pay £10 per year, then at the end of the year, we will automatically renew your membership to ensure you retain all of your benefits. Plus, the price you pay when you join will never go up for as long as you remain a member. And that's a guarantee.
And remember, when you join the club, you will start saving from the very first order you make, as the discounts will be applied immediately. So with all that the YouGarden Discount Club has to offer, why not join us and start saving today?
We'd love to help you make the most of your garden for less with the YouGarden Discount Club.
Honestly, I'm not just being polite to YouGarden. I think the prices are already excellent, but with that discount, it's incredible. It really is an incredible deal. So, yeah, you could be a club member now and then start buying these deals straight away. So go to the website, it's the easiest way to shop. Right, OK, the pineapple guava.
Yeah, Acacelloiana, a wonderful plant if you want evergreen colour in your garden.
Okay.
So, I mean, this can get really big if you want it to. It could get to, 6 feet high quite happily.
Wow,
it could get to your size.
Nice.
Quite easily. It'll take a few years to get there. It's not going to do it in one season. A few years it'll take to get there. But if you want it that big, you can have it that big. Of course, you could keep it smaller as well if you want to. You could grow it in containers. You can plant it in the ground. It is half hardy. Once this gets established, it can cope with -5 temperatures. So, you know what? If you're in the mild areas of the country, if you're in, London, South Coast, that kind of place, it's going to work beautifully. But you've got a long season of interest here with the foliage. But you can actually produce these fruit roots on here as well from these beautiful flowers.
So have you eaten one of these?
I haven't, no. I mean, it's supposed to taste like a mixture between a pineapple and a guava.
Yeah, because I don't know who has it.
So sweet, juicy, delicious is what you're supposed to get from it.
Right,
Now,
I'm intrigued.
And this year, I think, you know, there's every chance of getting these for
Yeah,
me
I think
because
so,
it's
yeah.
a lovely hot year, and they can grow really well here. So don't panic about this. But if you want a beautiful plant that's got some really interesting, gorgeous, tropical-looking flowers, then this is definitely a fantastic one for you. I mean, that is what they look like. We had a few on here on the plants that's in the potting shed right now. And these could then turn into those fruits that you see there.
Nice.
Put it somewhere sunny. It's going to love a sunny spot in your garden. If you are worried about it being half-hardy, grow it in a container. It's really easy then to move it to give it the winter protection. Or, you know what, horticultural fleece is so simple, so easy, and you wrap the plant in that for those colder periods of the year. And then it's going to be fine for you for next year.
And there we go. And this can grow, like you said, so tall. And those flowers, they are the most unusually beautiful flowers. They are a talking point.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like something from a different planet. Adam and I were talking about last
pollinators
week.
love them.
Do they?
Yeah,
right?
they really, and you can tell that because they've got those great big stamen coming out of them.
Do you know what,
Pollinators going to
I
love
think
them.
in Ghana, I love to have some classics in there. Yeah, but if you want something unusual, then that's going to be the one. They're just magnificent, aren't they?
Yeah.
For £15.29, it's a bargain. So yeah, it's 680146. Great stuff. Now we've also got the pomegranate coming up next. We've got the Nandina, we've got the brown-eyed girl, the sunflower.
Eucalyptus next.
Oh, eucalyptus next. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, there's no picture for this one. You don't really need one though, because
You
it
don't.
looks like that.
It's classic eucalyptus.
Classic eucalyptus. Now this is Eucalyptus gunnii standard. So look, it's still going to get tall. This is the quote, but how big is it going to get? Because eucalyptus is well known for being, you know, massive.
Yes, yes.
I think isn't it second only to redwoods? Isn't it like one of the tall?
Oh, is it that big? Is it?
Like,
Wow.
they can get absolutely huge. I think. Please don't quote me
No,
on
it
that. I'm
rings a
sure
bell.
it is. They can get really, really tall. But Eucalyptus gunnii is a little bit shorter. Now, over the years, it could get many metres in height. But of course, you can pretty much container grow anything. Adam, has he told you about his bonsai he's doing of a horse chestnut tree?
No. No,
So
I don't think, yeah, it's
Adam's
nice.
had this horse chestnut tree.
Right.
For, I think he said it's 15 years.
Wow.
It comes up to his knee or his hip, I can't remember.
Okay.
Hip, is it? So bear in mind how big a conker tree gets.
Yeah.
He has been bonsaiing it. It's in his old dog. He's not with us anymore. He's kept the dog bowl and he's put it in the dog bowl, which is really cute, isn't
yeah.
it? That's really sweet. So yeah, he's bonsaied a horse chestnut tree. So it is possible
really
to keep. I know, right? It is possible to keep things smaller. Regular pruning, trimming, you know, that sort of thing. You can keep them
So I
smaller.
wouldn't know how to do that. So that is regular. Just keep on top of it.
Well, it's the size of the
It's
pot
the
that you
size
put
of the
in.
pot, yeah.
So first of all, you've got to restrict
Just restricts it.
This is where the art of bonsai comes from. I mean, people bonsai wisteria, for crying out loud.
Wow.
Like, it's totally doable if you. But it's the size of the pot, keeping it watered, and trimming and pruning, and that's how you can keep something smaller. That's how you do bonsai.
Honestly, it's fascinating. That's a hobby in itself,
I mean,
isn't
I
it,
love
really?
bonsai. I wish I
Yeah,
had the
do.
time. It's more about time, but I wish I had the time to do it. But yes, you can keep this
how about
smaller
that?
if you want to. Keep it in a pot. Keep it well trimmed. If you're going to plant it in the ground, I do recommend planting it, you know, further away from the house because the roots can get quite big on these.
Right, okay.
So I think the rule is you plant it, you know, at least 2/3 of the size it's going to grow to away from the house.
Right.
But if you're worried, just plant it in a container. It's evergreen. It gives you all that fabulous fragrance from the eucalyptus leaves. You can cut stems off this to use it for your foliage displays indoors.
Oh, really? That's a lovely idea.
Well, it's a foliage filler. People
Yes,
use
of
it as a foliage
course.
filler in cut flower displays all the time. So obviously, as this grows and gets bigger, you can do that. You could cut stems off this, put it into your shower in the wintertime. You know, when you get a cold and you're all spunked
yeah?
up, stick it in your shower,
Never heard of
create
that.
your own steam room.
I'm loving the sound of that.
Love
That's everything you want from a eucalyptus. They're almost iconic, that shape and colour of leaves, isn't it? For £23.79, you get a lot for your money there too. Now, the pomegranate, I haven't seen this one before. I know
Check it
pomegranate, I
out.
love it. This is,
There's a
it
pomegranate
looks
growing.
fab.
I'll turn it round
It's great
for you
in
guys
salads,
so you can see it.
pomegranates.
Well, this one is an ornamental pomegranate,
Oh, is
I
this?
must
Okay.
say. You won't be able to eat these ones, but as an ornamental, it is so very pretty.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
enough,
you've got the lovely foliage on here. The flowers, when they come through, they are this sort of really bright orange, waxy kind of texture and colour to them. And then they will turn into these miniature pomegranates that you can see there. Comes in the 2-litre pot, so it's really nicely established. I imagine that is proper rooty. I'm not going to try and get it out. I'll make a mess. This was footage from last year on the nursery. Look at how pretty this plant is. If you wanted a conservatory plant, you could actually have this as a conservatory plant as well. It's not an indoor plant.
No.
But as a conservatory plant, where, you've got the doors open and window, because it needs airflow and things like that. But you could grow this as a conservatory plant. It is hardy though, so this can go outside. Great in a container. You could plant it in the ground if you want to. I reckon it'll get to about 1 metre in height, approximately, at full growth, but slow growing, so it'll take a while.
I thought pomegranate would be harder to grow than that.
No,
I don't know why.
Easy.
Who knew, honestly?
Easy.
Maybe you've always fancied growing your own pomegranate bush. To look at, they're fantastic. Right, now the Nandina. This is one of the first plants I got to know here, actually, at YouGarden a few weeks ago.
What, the red light or...?
The red light.
Was it?
The red light, yeah.
Oh, good. Well, it's one of our newest additions to the range of Nandinas.
Must be the other one. No, hang on a minute, what's the other one?
It was Ali G, wasn't it, earlier, who sent pictures in? I think it was Ali who sent the pictures in. She's got the whole collection. There's Red Light, there's Gulfstream, there's Firepower, there's Obsessed and...
Obsessed, sorry.
Lemon and
That's
Lime
what I'm talking about. Obsessed was the one.
Okay.
Yeah, Obsessed.
And we've added Lemon and Lime into the mix as well. Red Light is just a stunning one. Have I got the right one? Yes, I have. Sorry, I just questioned myself for a second. Apologies. Yes, Red Light is one of the newer ones. And this is... So you know how I was talking about the Salix Flamingo earlier?
Yes.
And you've got the creams and the greens and you've got those lovely pink tones. I put this into the same sort of category. Look at those gorgeous colours that you're getting on there. The marbling, the mottling, the dark green colours here, the lovely pink tones and everything up on the top here. Now, that is going to be an amazing addition to an evergreen garden. If you've got loads of deciduous plants in your garden, you need to add in amazing evergreen plants, and this one with all those different colour tones is going to be fantastic for you. You know I love my acers. They drop their leaves in winter.
Right.
So I need to mix in evergreen plants, otherwise it looks like a plant graveyard in my garden in winter time.
Right.
So, you know, Nandinas can do that for you. Growing to about 1 metre in height, tough as old boots, can cope in sun, can cope in a bit more of a shady spot as well. If you want the best colour, I'd put it in a sunny spot, but doesn't need pruning, doesn't need constant attention. Just a nice, simple, easy, but stunningly beautiful plant.
It is. The Nandinas, they're honestly, I adore them. It's £11.89, so 511559. It's wherever you put that's going to look stunning. That.
Good.
Do you know what? We've had some more comments on YouTube. Thanks very much to Neil, Joshua, but Simon's been in touch. Who says, "Hi Bex, I'm back."
Hi Simon.
I've not been well, so I'm dipping in and out. I hope you're all right, Simon.
Oh, do you know, I noticed you hadn't been in for a little while, so I was wondering where you were. Mind you, I've not been in for a little while, so apologies everybody. I've had to fill in at QVC and do a few bits, and I had one Sunday off.
Right.
I took a Sunday off, and I don't often do that. I took a Sunday off, and we had a bit of a family weekend, and then I got called into QVC the next Sunday, so I haven't been here for a little while myself. I hope you're all right, Simon.
Oh, well, Simon, thanks very much for keeping us updated there, and yeah, hope you feel better soon. Rest up, hope you feel better. The next one we got is the Unbelievable Brown-Eyed Girl.
Yeah.
We've had some lovely pictures sent with this.
Yeah, Andrew sent us that lovely picture.
Andrew, yeah.
I hope you're all going to... this is the one from last year that I was saying about Charlie. So this... And I think he said there was either 2 or 3 plants here, but this picture was taken in October.
Oh, you're joking?
October. And that's what I want to get across to you all, because I was saying to you about how the secret to this, to the success of this plant is that it's sexually frustrated.
Yes, bless it.
Bless it.
Yeah.
It's a sterile plant, so it cannot set seed, and that is a plant's only mission in life. A bit like a man. No, let's not go there.
Bex, please. Not all of us.
True story, though, right? Is to set seeds, and because that ability has been taken away from this plant, it just keeps trying.
Yeah.
I'll give you some more flowers then.
It's a try hard, isn't it?
It's a tryer. It absolutely
is. Doesn't get any.
So it just keeps throwing out flowers constantly, with the inability to set seed. So it just keeps going again, and it will keep doing that right the way through.
And you can get hundreds, can't you?
Thousands. So on our website, there's a little bit in the copy, in the writing, that says our nurseryman Josh or somebody, gave up counting in June at 1,000 flowers. And at the time, when we first brought this in a couple of years ago, Sean and I were both a bit like, that's nonsense. But actually, once you understand why and how this plant, you can see nature, that is so simple and easy. And yes, of course, you could be getting hundreds, if not thousands, of flowers from this. Lovely bushy growth you get from it. You get so many flowers. You could cut some and bring some in every 3 or 4 days and still have amazing beauty on the plant outside, but also cut them to bring them into the home as well.
Yeah, I think so. And
it's a brilliant one.
Well, I think if you're looking for a gift for people, do you know what? Some people have their favourites, don't they? But when it comes to sunflowers, they're not divisive. I don't know anyone who doesn't love sunflowers.
Yeah, I agree.
Look at that. It's a safe bet.
Really happy.
£15, 29 pence for club members. So 560-541. It's magnificent, that. It really, really is. Right, the oleanders. Honestly, these are flowered so well.
Yeah.
They look fab, you know.
Well, in here you're actually getting the collection. So you're getting the red, the pink and the white. I mean, look at the price. Look at the saving. That's insane.
For 3 of them, that's a lot of plant. That's a lot of oleander for your money, seriously.
Just from entering a code, you'll save £43.
Yeah.
And £6.99. Right.
Yeah, free postage.
Anyway, you will get all 3. You'll get the red, the pink and the white included. Now, these are multi-sown, multi-branched. So if I just take the white one, for example, and show you inside here, look. So you've got 3 sections. Now, that one's got 3 stems. That's got 2. That's got 3. So you could actually divide this if you want to. You could take this out of the pot and you could take a knife and cut between those 3 sections there.
Well, you could do that now, or would you wait?
Yeah, no, you could do it now. So as soon as you get it home, you could cut it up and then you could get 3 individual plants from that one.
Right, wow.
And you could then do the same with the red and with the pink as well. So from this pack of 3, you could get 9 plants.
Yeah, wow, that's a good point.
That is so easily you could do that. Or we do a tricolour oleander bush. You could create 3 tricolours with this collection.
Yes, you could do, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Curate your own.
You don't have to do any of those things. You could just leave them as they are. The great thing here is that you're going to get flowers all the way through the summer. So they normally come into bloom sort of, early summertime, maybe even a bit earlier. You might even get them from, depending on the weather, May, June time. And they'll keep going right the way through to autumn. And all you've got to do is a bit of deadheading behind the flowers to keep those blooming. You've got the evergreen foliage, which means it's going to be on there all year round.
See, the foliage, the flowers are lovely. I actually just like the foliage too.
Yeah, it's really pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really easy to look after, as I say. Put them somewhere nice and bright and sunny. Keep them in a pot. Plant them in the ground, but they are half hardy. So certainly in the early few years, you're going to need to give them protection.
Okay.
They get a little bit tougher as they get older.
Yeah.
We all do.
Yes.
But certainly for the first few years, give them that extra winter protection. Milder areas of the country, these can get bigger. Adam and I were talking about this because there's a road we drive down on the way to QVC.
Right.
And on the left, just before you get to the roundabout, we were laughing about it. We were in here one time. We both spotted the same oleander, and it's massive.
Really?
It is massive. I'm going to say it's 2.5. I'm not very good at judging sizes, fortunately.
So the height of an average door is like 2 metres, for example.
Oh, it's way taller than that.
Oh, really?
Like 3-4 metres,
wow.
maybe. Then. Like
fantastic.
It's big. Now, we often say about 1 metre is what it's going to get to, but it depends, obviously, on how you care for it and the kind of weather that you get in your particular area of the country. So if you're in the milder areas of the country, this could get nice and big, but of course, you could chop it, you can maintain the size of it. Just make sure you give it that winter protection that it needs to get it through. All 3 of those are included. You get the red, you get the pink, you'll get the white included as well.
For your P&P, use that discount code YGTV2625. We're coming towards the end of the show. We must encourage you to check out your baskets. We've got these amazing deals, but stock levels do vary on some of these. So if it takes your interest, if you can pitch these in your garden, then check them out, get them home, and let us know how you get on. Send us pictures of how these have transformed your garden. So yeah, keep us informed. So there's the oleanders. Got here. To get all 3 is fantastic.
It's amazing.
It's really good. Right now, this striking.
Right, well, this is very striking. I'm going to say this is one of the best samples. I mean, look, they're all looking amazing, don't get me wrong, but check out how many flowers are on there.
Yeah, wow.
I mean, I had one delivered.
£19.54?
I had one delivered to my house, and it was beautiful. I didn't get quite as many flowers are on this one, but there were lots of flowers on there. But yeah, that is an amazing one. This is the Rose Patio Standard, and it's the pink option here. It desperately needs to be in another pot. pot look. It needs sort of firming into a larger pot. It's just going slightly wonky in this little pot.
Right.
But beautiful, beautiful display. I think you said earlier when you were doing a review about how it's kind of elegant. And,
yeah, they are, you know.
They are.
That shape's just so elegant, and immediately it is. You can't go wrong. I would say it's guaranteed elegance to some degree.
Absolutely.
You know?
A grafted plant here, so this is the graft point that you can see. Over time, you won't even notice the graft point. It kind of just becomes part of the plant. It gets all gnarled and you don't really see it. And then you get this amazing pop of colour up at the top here, creating that lollipop shape up at the top. Keep deadheading. Please do keep deadheading. It's how you get the best out of your blooms. Try not to hard prune too much in its early years. I did that with one of my standards, and I'm afraid I overdid it. It didn't recover. I hard pruned too much in its winter prune. So just go easy on it in the first couple of years. Let it get established first. But do give it a little prune in winter time. Keep deadheading. Put it somewhere sunny. Put it in a pot. Put it in a border. Give it some good. I mean, roses can grow in pretty poor soil, but do add some good stuff into that planting hole. That's how you're going to get the best out of all your blooms.
I mean, that is fantastic, isn't it? They're just the stuff that you want from roses. They are stunning. They're so classic. That's a huge one there for £19.54, delivered for that price if you type in the code and you're a club member. So yeah, it's 530229. It's just brilliant. That delivered to your home. Right, have a look on the website. Yeah, YouGarden.com. If you've never shopped this before, very warm welcome. There's so much on it. Do you know, I learned so much from this website too. I love the layout of it all. But if you click live now on the top right hand corner, scroll down, you'll see all these deals here. This one here, the begonia. Now, the hanging baskets, 2 of them for that price is brilliant. If you're a club member, you're going to save another, £3.75 there. But delivery cost, 0. Delivered for that price is just fantastic. And the ones we have in the studio, that's how they look. You know, that's what you're going to get home. They're already, you know, they've got lots of big, beautiful flowers on there, a variety of colour. You know, like ranging from like your orangey yellows to a bit more on the red side. There's a huge variety. So yeah, check them out. Right, so we've got a few more emails left. I think we've got a couple of minutes left. Right. Oh, Andrew's been back in touch here. Some believe. Oh, here we go. We showed that one, I think, didn't we?
Yeah, we showed that one.
We showed that one, didn't we? Purple Sun. Here we go.
With
Andrew, these look
fantastic.
Well. Yeah. Here we go. They've done well.
Look at that.
What a beautiful garden, Andrew,
I love
you
that
have.
little planting combination you've done as well.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
That
Is that the
looks
hostas?
really
Yeah.
No, muses, I think. I think they're.
Oh, are they? Oh, beg your pardon.
Or Abyssinian, yeah, red Abyssinian.
They look fantastic, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, looking really nice.
And Joshua, we answered your question with Joshua, didn't we? There, Joe, thank you so much. Did we catch up on
all the emails? Oh, thank you, everybody.
Yeah, really appreciate it. We love your interaction. We really, really do. Thanks for your comments on YouTube too. So you got a big afternoon as well, Becky, haven't you?
Yeah, we'll be live on TikTok from about 1:30 if you are a TikToker and you want to come and join us there. If you're not, of course, we will be back on Thursday, and I think I'm here. I can't remember who. I think I'm with Sean on Thursday.
Nice.
I think Sean's coming in, so it will be a live show on Thursday. We'll be live from 10 o'clock on Thursday morning on YGTV. TikTok from 1:30 this afternoon. Oh, there you go. And also, big shout out to Rosie if you're watching too, actually. You sent me an email. I was talking about gardening gnomes last week with Adam, and you sent us a picture of your gold gnome. You sent it through various people, and I got it. And we're talking about bees. The amazing bees you're getting in your garden too. So, Rosie, I've got your email, seeing those amazing pictures. So, thanks very much. Really nice.
You haven't got a smartphone, I hear, so but you emailed it, so thanks very much indeed. But yeah, thanks to all of you who's watching. I've learnt loads, Bex. I really have.
It's been lovely to have you here.
Yeah, it's been great. Don't forget to use your code YGTV2625, and that gives you free post and packaging. Amazing prices on all of these deals here. Do you have a top 3?
No, I don't ask me that.
Is that too hard?
That's mean. You can't do that.
I asked Adam that, and
no.
It's a struggle.
Yeah, it's
the what show is the most popular? Oh, the compost most popular, as is often the case, I think.
It often is, yeah, absolutely. Now you've got me thinking. I'm looking around.
I know. I don't know.
Dixonia,
I do
citrus,
like
rose of the week,
I do like
Verbena
that
bonariensis, hydrangea runaway. I can't do it.
Do you know what, those begonias, you can't miss those, can you?
Oh, that's
they
a good
striking.
one.
Well, thanks, Bex. We'll see you, TikTok this afternoon, back on Thursday on YouGarden TV. It's been an absolute pleasure. Have a lovely rest of your Sunday, and happy gardening. Thank you.